you're down for trying, so you play it out. No more nagging at the mouth. Reality is cold, got your heart left in doubt. Now reverse side. I gotta find me a man that can treat me like a queen, give me love and understanding. She got that. Steady sleeping and creeping, selling it for cheap and real men weep when they try to be a man. With love and understanding, she fucking with a baller cause he can't even hold a grand. She know she got a real one at home, but she lost in the zone. She trying to hold on, steady stressing and taking advantage of her brother that'll give her everything to show her he love her. She got another all up in the bed while he work. Using force money, got your heart feeling hurt, but you want that love in the palm of your hand. What you do? You heard him till he tell you he through singing. He be back again, but he long gone. Now you're regretting every second you're checking he ain't home. How did we get so far? Look, how did we get so far away? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Look, I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? Tell me, how did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Tell me, how did we get so far away? Far away. How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? Look, every day is a struggle in the midst of defeat. When I start feeling weak, gotta know why me. Gotta walk, stay straight. Put me down till I can't. I'ma suffer till I lay. Want the best, so I pray it's a curse, man. I'm getting ready for a deadly and heavy shotty war in the spirituals on my body. And I'ma feel it when I'm almost selling stuff in my belly. Here with the timid, but I feel like I'm the body. Every day is corruption, destruction. Young brother steady bustin'. Game big about nothing. Steady hustling. Duck when the guns bustin'. Stay drunk, smoked out, pissed off, cussing. Don't give a fuck about nothing. Grown men barely even got a home to attend to. It's like fuck what you been through. I gotta get it how I live from the cradle to the grave. How did we get so far? Look, how did we get so far away? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Look, I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? Tell me, how did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Tell me, how did we get so far away? Far away. How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? If I open my eyes, I end up seeing the cries of every child, every thug got to struggle and strive to stay alive. We searching for roots and yearning for truth, for living at a low and never touching the roof. I need a boost. Show me the way and I can make it to a better day. Ready to pray, thinking why am I chilly in a conspiracy theory? Politicians making money till it's smoking the Philly. I take a rock and a Glock from the killers and cold cops to stop me. They lock me in permanent blocks and now I'm forever dissing this. I will be living life as a soldier, killing this on my family. I'm looking through the window of a jail cell, feeling I'm in hell. Shining for freedom before they throw me in the cell. We locked down while everybody watching each other. I'm still wondering why my niggas steady killing each other. How did we get so far? Look, how did we get so far away? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far away? Tell me, how did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Tell me, how did we get so far away? Far away. How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? Every day is corruption, destruction. Young brother steady bustin', game big about nothing. Steady hustling, duck when the guns bustin'. Stay drunk, smoked out, pissed off, cussin'. Don't give a fuck about nothing. Grown men barely even got a home to attend to. It's like fuck what you been through. I gotta get it how I live from the cradle to the grave. Every day is corruption, destruction. Young brother steady bustin', game big about nothing. Steady hustling, duck when the guns bustin'. Stay drunk, smoked out, pissed off, cussin'. Don't give a fuck about nothing. Grown men barely even got a home to attend to. It's like fuck what you been through. I gotta get it how I live from the cradle to the grave. Yeah, I know y'all can relate. Man, it's just real talk from the heart up. I know how it is, man. You turn like you're trying to take one step forward and you end up further away from where you started. It's love for the world. Chi-Town. We all fall off. We all make mistakes. Yeah, but you get back up to the drawing board though. It's good. We ain't never losing. Ain't nowhere to go but up. Ain't nowhere to go up. And that's on life. Yeah, that's on life. Yeah, ain't nowhere to go but up. Do your thing, Chi-Town. Keep your head up. Yeah, we out here. Love for the world. We ain't never gonna wait. We ain't never gonna walk. We ain't never gonna stop. We ain't going far away from where we need to be. We ain't never walking off this place, real man. Talk. Yeah, we gotta catch up, man. Try to get it to die trying. We ain't never getting left behind, nigga. This the win. That's just how we do. Them in the win. For the new meal, much love. Hate and love got a thin line between smiling and crying over someone you love. Kinda surprising when you find a change so fast. When the lies from the past do it slip. With the said that you would try to make it last, get a grip. You reminisce about the first day, feeling like your worst day. Fleeing from the drama down the one way. Shorty can't hide from her tears, writing letters over years, getting numb. Caught up in the life of a thug in the mud, pipping holes in the club. Night sleeping in the hole, niggas duck for you. Healing scars on the face that you love, still the money for a drug. Never saw for what it was, and the kids crying, getting left behind. You know you're running out of time and you're dying for trying, so you bled out. No more nagging at the mouth. Reality is cold, got your heart left in doubt, now reverse side. I gotta find me a man that can treat me like a queen, give me love and understanding. She got that. Steady sleeping and creeping, selling it for cheap, man. Real men weak when they try to be a man, but love and understanding. She fucking with a baller cause he can't even hold a grand. She know she got a real one at home, but she lost in the zone. She trying to hold on, steady stressing, and taking advantage of her brother that'll give her everything to show her he love her. She got another, all up in the bed while he work. Using boys' money, got your heart feeling hurt, but you want that love in the palm of your hand. What you do? You heard him till he tell you he through singing. He be back again, but he long gone. Now you're regretting every second you're checking he ain't home. How did we get so far? Look, how did we get so far away? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Look, I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? Tell me, how did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Tell me, how did we get so far away? Far away. How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? Look, every day is a struggle in the midst of defeat. When I start feeling weak, gotta know why me. Gotta walk, stay straight. Put me down till I can't. I'ma suffer till I lay. Want the best, so I pray it's a curse, man. I'm getting ready for a deadly and heavy shotty war in the spirituals on my body. And I'ma feel it when I'm almost selling stuff in my belly. Here with the timid, but I feel like I'm nobody. Every day is corruption, destruction. Young brother steady bustin'. Game ain't about nothing. Steady hustling. Duck when the guns bustin'. Stay drunk, smoked out, pissed off, cussing. Don't give a fuck about nothing. Grown men barely even got a home to attend to. It's like fuck what you been through. I gotta get it how I live from the cradle to the grave. How did we get so far? Look, how did we get so far away? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? How did we get so far? Look, I just wanna know. How did we get so far away? Tell me, how did we get so far?
Yo, yo, yo. What's good, everybody? It is your favorite drunk commentator on Twitch, the mayor of mid-tiers, Dr. Doom's evil doppelganger, the toxic Shadow King himself, Zero fucking Lucy. And joining me on the mic, as always, is the Luciano fact checker, Mr. My rent is paid and I ain't got no kids. I'm not excited about anything. Sadistic Dance.
Gaslight, Gatekeep, Girl Boss, Gengar, Gatomon. Yeah.
Did you really just start listing off Digimon and shit?
One Pokemon in a Digimon, and all of you are welcome.
Okay, for whatever reason. How was your week, dog?
It's been good. It's definitely winter. Persephone is in the underworld eating pomegranate seeds, pegging Hades. It's cold.
Why are you saying pegging Hades?
Yeah,
like, do you really think that Persephone is a power top or a power bottom, I should say, or Hades would be the power bottom?
Absolutely, I think Persephone would make Hades the power bottom. Absolutely. Like, have you come on now.
I mean, Demeter is her mom, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes complete sense. You can totally pegging Hades.
I don't know about that, dude.
I do.
Oh.
I know for absolute Christian fact.
I don't know about that, dog. I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all.
Because I know.
Nah. Not Hades. Not Hades. I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
Absolutely Hades.
Nah. Well,
absolutely.
My week has been fucking interesting.
Has it? What's happened?
I hate my job.
Okay.
Well, not so much as I hate my job. My job is fine. It's normal, regular bullshit. But I don't like the people. People are stupid. Thanos should have snapped twice. And this week has did nothing but solidify my belief that humans are the worst possible thing to ever happen to this fucking planet. What was the other point? Oh, niggas in the FGC, like, they annoy the shit out of me, and I want to hit them. And we'll come back to that.
I was just gonna say,
No,
feel like those two
in real
things.
life. Like, I really want to hit motherfuckers in real life. And I think
Yeah,
that
I know.
people believe that because I'm in the FGC, that I'm like them.
Mhm.
And the reality of the matter is that I'm not. I'm just the nerd. I'm a hood motherfucking I'm a hood nigga that does nerd shit, not the other way around. And I think that these motherfuckers be forgetting that shit sometimes. And I'll be like, dog, I will literally hit you in your fucking face. You look
I
like
mean,
my cousin's boyfriend. Who is your cousin? I might be actually dating your cousin. Don't know. Uh, but yeah, like that fucking bitches, man. Just fucking bitches. And I hate them hoes. And I'm gonna end up hitting one of these motherfuckers in the fucking mouth. I also think that's part of the reason I don't have a major sponsorship yet either. Because I'm not corporate-y enough, if you will.
I mean, I would say most commentators are in for fighting games are not corporate. I think it's the kind of other side of the coin of having fighting games be so popular with black dudes. It's
No.
only
Okay,
it's only
so
stuff that can happen before the niggas start flipping
no,
out.
no, 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 no. Because see, like at KIT, right?
Mhm.
We talked about it a little bit, but I was hanging out with a couple of big name or bigger name commentators for the NRS scene specifically. Let's go there, right? I'm not gonna name drop because I don't want to seem like one of these. Oh, I did this with such and such type of fucking people, because you know those kind of people get on my fucking nerves as well. But we talked about it. You know who I'm talking about, or who I'm referencing, or a couple of the people that I'm referencing, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And the motherfuckers are cool as shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then some of the other motherfuckers that I met, I'm kind of like, I was a little disappointed, if you will, because it was like, you're cool, but you're not how you project yourself to be, if that makes sense. Whereas I'm the same fucking person in real life that I am on stream. Yeah, that's it's oh, you like my nose ring. Which one? I got 3. So I have both my nostrils pierced and then I got my septum pierced, and this is the newest one that I got down at KIT weekend. So yeah. Thank you.
I was just gonna say, I'd argue that you're a little worse on stream than you are in real life.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm responding to people versus just actually just being in my natural toxic neutral state.
It's the SoundCloud rapper energy you bring. The SoundCloud hype man energy you bring. It's not what I would call. I would say that's a bit atypical of your normal personality that
Is
I
it
witness.
is it because I'm not normally that energetic, or because I think that I'm relatively hyper? What's
You're
going on,
definitely
Brooklyn girl? And I'm
not
actually smoking a
calm.
fucking vape so that I can stop smoking. Fuck off, Coy. You said what?
I was just gonna say you're definitely not calm, but it's the type of energy you bring when you're commentating. It's a very specific brand of, but also I think that's because I a lot of times don't like commentary in fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I watch it, a lot of times I'll watch most of them on mute. You're pretty much one of the few people I do watch and listen to, but that's also because jokes, and I know you.
Right.
So
But see,
yeah,
I don't. But see, the thing is that even if that is the case, that you know me and everything like that, right? Yo, Red, what's going on with you, shawty? No, but even if that is the case, right? I don't think that you're the type of person that because you know somebody that you're going to be attentive to it. Like, I think that if I didn't provide a certain level of entertainment value in your opinion, it'd be like, hey, I'm here, I'm supporting you, but I'm gonna do other shit. Yo, Dream, what's going on with you, fool? But yeah, I think that if it wasn't entertaining to you in some facet, I don't think that you would still be like, yeah, okay, I'm here, goodbye.
yeah, no,
Whereas
The streams are objectively entertaining. Good matches, also. You're very good at putting the matchups together, so they're not too one-sided most of the time. So that's always nice. Like when an interesting match always helps if you like the game.
Mm-hmm.
So there is some definite objective entertainment to be had. But yeah, I would say somehow you manage to be worse. I would say you're much more palatable in person than you are
I
just over.
I think it
Uh,
also comes from just being a part of the FGC as a whole, and
yeah,
certain people don't believe that. I think it's worse on stream because I'm responding directly to people versus me just being out here. If you were
that's
Superman for 24 hours, what would you do? Attempt to kill myself because I woke up as Superman. Because Superman is a bitch. But yeah, I
no.
think
If you woke up as Superman,
I would try to kill myself in a very creative manner because Superman is a bitch.
no, you wouldn't be bitch Superman. You would be Superman. What would you do?
Right. I would try to kill myself in a creative manner because Superman is a bitch.
A waste of time. If I was Superman for a day, I would kill. Do you know how many people I would kill and get away with it?
Oh, like, well, I could say I would be a supreme dictator. Like, establish myself in a position of power and then never, and then just threaten people. So, like, I would go up and blow up. What's a country that we don't need? You said who?
Finland.
Finland. Okay, so I will fly to Finland, destroy Finland, and then just flex on that for the rest of my fucking life. You said America. America.
Not wrong, I guess.
I mean, the world superpower, America. But no, I would definitely be I would put myself. I would put the world under communistic rule. And then just potentially like, hey, you seen what I did to Finland? I'll do that shit to you too. Don't make me. After I lose
Yeah,
my powers and shit, everything else would be
yeah.
like a major fucking bluff and flex. Like, use heat beam to light my blunts. This motherfucker here. Like, who needs a bic? I got heat eyes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's a waste. Like I need everybody to watch The Boys and appreciate the
Oh
way
no, no,
Homelander.
no, no. The Homelander is like, if I was Superman, I would probably end up like Homelander. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, Homelander is what Superman should be. That like that's how you would act if you had invulnerability and no one could touch you.
And see, that's the thing that makes Superman interesting, but still bitch made. Because like, it'd be different if he came to Earth like Omni Man did and was already like an adult or whatever, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he was set in his ways already. But like, Clark Kent came to Earth as a baby and was raised on Earth, and you don't have a certain vitriol towards the world that you want to save people versus like, fuck shit up. I
Well,
don't
yeah,
believe
to
it.
me,
It's not
it, it
believable.
it's the Batman problem. It's the idea that if you get rid of your enemies, you're no better than your enemies. And I'm like, that's spoken like someone that's afraid they aren't going to have anything to do if they don't have any enemies left.
Well, see, I don't think that's Batman's issues. Batman is like, I'm a human just like you are a human. So I can't take another human life. Although, if you actually get into the depths of the comic books in the earlier days, Batman was definitely out here whacking motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, he had a gun and everything. He didn't give a shit.
He had a gun and a do-rag.
And some black horses.
Batman was definitely in Gotham whacking motherfuckers. But
Yeah, I'm like,
he had a moral decision.
I'm like, if that's kind of why I can't deal with Batman as a character because I'm like, you have one specific enemy that always takes it way too far, and you refuse to handle that shit. We had to wait for NetherRealm Studios to come out with a game where
No, no,
Superman
no, no,
handled it.
no, 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 no. Because you have the Killing Joke, where it's inferred at the end of the Killing Joke, which, by the way, is my favorite Joker. Where it's inferred that Batman ended up snapping Joker's neck.
Inferred, Schminferred. I'm talking about the fact that at any given point in time, he is
But
not
see,
murdering the Joker.
thing is that shit set Superman on like a ultra dark path, and it took the Joker killing Lois Lane and Superman's unborn child for him to say "Ah!" and kill this motherfucker.
But I also think it's because of just getting into the canon of injustice for a bit. I think it's because Superman naturally has less enemies in that universe. Like Lex Luthor, who is normally the person to test Superman's
Oh,
patience.
okay. So let's just be clear, right?
Yeah,
Lex Luthor is Jeff Bezos.
at this point, kind of, right?
They truly are the same fucking person. And the fact
Well,
that Elon Musk hasn't turned into Batman yet is kind of pissing me the fuck off.
well, here's the thing. Is Elon Musk Batman or is Elon Musk also just Lex Luthor?
I think okay, so Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk is to Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk to Kami and Piccolo.
Mm.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Nerd talk. Same person, split personalities. But
Yeah.
one of the two of these bastards need to fucking be like Piccolo. Like, let Jeff Bezos be on the fucking lookout and calm. And I need Elon Musk out here attempting to fuck up shit. And for
Right.
quite a bit of time, it's like very fucking serviceable and useful.
Mhm. That would be nice because at this point, I'm like, they trying to go to space and stuff, and I'm like, okay, give me my $1 million. I ain't trying to go to space.
Okay, so Elon Musk put out a tweet
Mm-hmm.
saying that he is willing to give $1 million to everybody if the U.S. Treasury, I think it was,
Mm.
or was it the Secretary of the State? It was somebody in a high-ranking government official position. He's like, I have no problem with giving $1 million out to everybody if you can give me a structured, well laid out plan on how the money is going to be distributed. And motherfuckers gave him straight up crickets.
Right. Well, here's the thing: you don't need to do that. Billionaires shouldn't even exist. You have more money than you can ever reasonably spend.
God damn it, I believe and I agree. Communism. That is our money, comrade.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why should I be struggling to pay rent occasionally when Jeff Bezos like is farting out millions? That doesn't make sense.
Jeff Bezos gave up half of his fucking wealth to his ex-wife.
And
Right?
she's giving away so much of it, and she's still a billionaire.
No. Check this out. Jeff Bezos gave up half of his money to his ex-wife and is still the richest person in the world.
Still,
That is problematic.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And when you think about it, right? Instead of storming the Capitol, why the fuck we didn't storm this nigga crib?
It reminds me of that old Tumblr post. It was like it was about R. Kelly. It was like we should just storm R. Kelly's house and get justice. He can't pee on all of us. I feel similarly. You know, like there's
Or
only
that
so
Dave
much
Chappelle joke with the homeless man jerking off on the bus and holding people hostage and shit.
Yeah.
Like, let's get him. He can't nut on us all. He's like, dude rushed at him and he bust off on his ass. I dodged that shit like the Matrix. Ugh. And then hit the other lady in the forehead. Oh. Dave Chappelle is a goat. I just gotta put that out there. And I feel like society has overall, as a whole, became way too fucking soft. Like,
I don't think society has gotten soft. I think, well, that is not true.
these motherfuckers are soft. We were literally, like, dog, do you not remember 9/11? Like, we were in school watching fucking planes flying into fucking buildings and hundreds upon hundreds of people die. We grew up in the era of the BME Pain Olympics. We had Pedo Bear. We had Pedo Bear.
And their classmates being rapists and all like there's nothing to. That's what gives me pause to say they're more sensitive. I don't think they're more sensitive. well, again, I think they're sensitive, but they're also very insensitive. They're kind of a weird conundrum. They're this weird mix of hyperbolic.
They're
Uh,
pussy. That's what it
it,
translates to. They're pussy. No,
but
no, no,
that's
no,
not
no,
true.
no, no, no. They're dickheads. That's more accurate. They're
I would say
dicks.
they're unrealistic. They
No,
have
no, no,
these
no, no, no. Hear me
expectations.
out. Hear me out. They're dicks because they're
No,
hard at all the wrong times and sensitive as fuck.
no, they have weird expectations where they think people should respect them, but having no respect for anyone else. It's weird.
And what age demographic does this break down to? Because I'm starting to realize everybody from like 28 on down, I kind of want to flush them.
28 on down. Well, let's 28. I
Because
think 28
give or take, we're early 30s, right?
yeah,
I
I was
want
going
to
to say
say,
28 is kind of close to us.
but
I
I'm
would say
saying,
26.
no, I'm saying 28 as the cutoff point. 27 on down, I want to get rid of all of them. Look, and as soon as that happens, Pastry got to say 27. Them motherfuckers got to go.
I don't think so. I think they're
My
mostly
nephew.
fine.
Well,
They're just
I
irritating.
don't know. John just made 27, but John got like an old man spirit and shit like that. So it's always an exception to the rule, but it ain't many. And most of the motherfuckers need to go. Not gonna
I
lie.
would say most of them need to go, but I would say they need to be more realistic. You can't expect people to
Gone.
respect your trigger warning when you're
The fact that
triggered.
you even have a fucking trigger warning is a fucking problem. Like,
Not really.
it is.
That's trauma.
Okay, so at what point in time and when do we draw the line for self-inflicted drama and trauma do we fucking supposed to empathize and sympathize with the person? Like, if you're doing this shit under your own volition, I'm supposed to proceed and walk on fucking eggshells and shit because of your decisions? Make that make sense.
Because it's not walking on eggshells. It's just kind of having common courtesy is how they think of it.
Human decency will say not to be a dick and cause me to say something about you that is now a quote unquote trigger warning that set your ass off on a fucking dark spiral.
Now you're taking the responsibility off of yourself and putting it on them.
Oh, so now I'm victim. Wait. What they say? That's victim blaming?
That's not victim blaming. That's you trying to make somebody a victim. That's your self-preservation. Like he made you say
Talking
that.
crazy will have your ass end up as a victim. Just saying. We don't have these type of problems when you stay in your own fucking lane. It's always the people that want to jump, fly, and then get fucking sensitive.
But see,
Like,
most people don't stay in their. Like, let's take Dave Chappelle as an example. Is anything in his lane? Is he gay? Does he suck dick on the regular?
maybe he does. Maybe he does.
He hasn't said so. So if that's not his lane, why should he speak on it?
Wait. Okay, so are you speaking about the trans community specifically? Because that's where he got a lot of backlash from on his last special.
Because if the conversation is people should stay in their lane, I don't disagree. But typically these things come about because people have strayed from their lane and feel like people want to hear their opinion about something.
Okay. See, with Dave Chappelle specifically, I feel like that is a very thin line because he's a comedian, right? Mm-hmm. And in most instances with a comedian, they're speaking about their life experiences. So if he is making a comedic spin on something that happened to him, whether it's vicariously or directly, then it's not really a stay in your lane type of situation. And the fact that people are taking his word at gospel when it is very, very clear Like, it'd be different if he was a new up-and-coming comedian, right? Dave Chappelle been doing comedy for decades now. And it wasn't an issue. Or put it like this. Maybe it's not so much as that people are sensitive, but correcting previous behaviors that wasn't socially acceptable. Hi, Sassy Breeze. When Madness is in the chat.
Even Sassy Breeze. It's not even just some people just have more of a voice now than they used to. It's like people.
No, but check it out. Oh, Shadow Society hat. No, this ain't even a Shadow Society hat. This a KOS hat, my boy. Hold on. Gotta flex. Man.
Just the
gang shit.
different.
And yes, I have on a do-rag with no motherfucking hair. No, but it's like with the Chappelle Show, right? Mm-hmm. The Chappelle Show could not exist in today's society. Whereas, when it came out, it was socially acceptable.
It wasn't socially acceptable though. It got a lot of backlash. It just also got a lot of support.
Well, I guess that Dave Chappelle, even with the backlash, he's always been an instrument of I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say type shit. Yeah. And I think that because of that like heralded a lot of support. And I guess because I'm of that same mindset that it doesn't bother me as such, or that I know how to take a joke. Like, I talk the shit that I do. Yo, no love. What's going on with you, nephew? Dragon Ball Durag. No, but I guess I talk the shit that I talk because of past traumas and shit that I've had, right? Like, I know that I'm not the best looking dude in the fucking world. Mm-hmm. But because of that, I make fun of myself in a self-deprecating way, but I also make fun of other people as well. Nobody is safe type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But see, when you maintain that line of thinking that nobody is safe, you can't be shocked when people respond to it in a negative way. You can't be like, oh, well, now everybody's sensitive and everybody's trying to get canceled. It's just that, like, if you're allowed to say whatever you want to say, however you want to say it, people are allowed to take it however they take it and respond however they want to respond. I guess.
But in the same instance, I feel like Dave Chappelle handled the backlash or the uproar in true Dave Chappelle fashion. He like, yo, you can't cancel me. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in that regard, what the fuck else can you do?
Well, canceling is stupid anyway because it doesn't mean anything.
I agree.
Literally,
I agree.
Working with Woody Allen, knowing good and damn well, at best, he married his ex-wife's child, and at worst, he married his stepdaughter.
And that was like hella fucking grooming.
Like, it's just...
If I didn't drink an energy drink and Lucy streaming, I'd be somewhere slumped. No, not Patient got us drinking energy drink earlier today, and I had to let the damn squirrel off a hood rink. Talking about, I don't drink coffee.
You know, energy drinks don't do shit to me.
No, energy drinks don't do shit to me either. I could drink an energy drink and roll, clean the fuck over, and go to sleep. I drink energy drinks for the flavor at this point.
I was just going to say, energy drinks do not give me any more energy, but I experience the severe come down as if I had the energy. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
I don't even have crashes. I don't crash. I mean, I end up crashing after so many days of having this fucked up sleep schedule. Like the other night, right? I watched Identity, Leon the Professional, and Fearless back to back to back before I forced myself to sleep because I had to go to work.
Good movies. Why did you put the best one in the middle?
What, Leon the Professional?
Yeah.
Well, Identity was a suggestion because from Patient Goddess because I've never seen it before. Oh, and then it was just me by myself watching Leon the Professional and Fearless. But
No.
like, you know what I'm saying? But um, and I will argue that Identity was better than Leon a Professional.
Well, okay, with a hot take. They're both, all three of them are good movies though.
All three are good movies.
Yeah.
And then I watched Fearless just because I haven't seen it in so long.
Mm.
You know? But yeah. Oh, since we're speaking about worldwide controversy and shit, Astro World. I'm pretty sure that at some point you've had to come across that in your ethos.
Is that the concert
Mm-hmm.
thing where Travis Scott was letting people get trampled while he was like, "I'm performing. I ain't got nothing to do with that."
Pretty much. Yeah.
What a weird. See, I don't go to concerts. I have no desire to go to concerts. I don't enjoy music with other people. That's not like a shared experience for me. So I can't relate. But I'm like, if you can see people getting full ass trampled, you're not gonna at least be like, pause for a second.
Well, see, this is the thing, right? With Travis Scott isn't like a rap artist, even though he is a rapper. He's more like a rock star. So like at his concerts and shit like that, they're like late 80s, early 90s mosh pity type of shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like you got ragers, so you got people literally mosh pitting in front of the fucking, you know what I'm saying, stage. And niggas get knocked out every day. People pass out. And then there was a music festival, right? Oh yeah, people definitely want him to get canceled too, which doesn't make sense to me. But
Shouldn't he be
no,
in prison?
no, technically not. But it's a music festival. Let me explain why. It's a music festival, right? So he wasn't the only artist there. It was just that he was the main attraction. It's kind of like Camp Flognog with Tyler the Creator.
Okay, or like the Warp Tour or whatever.
Right. Astro World just happened to happen in Houston, Texas, where he's from. The Astros, they call Houston Astro World one of the many monikers that the city has. So people are getting fucking sloshed. You know what I'm saying? People are doing drugs. People are drunk as fuck. You've been outside in Houston heat. It gets hot as fuck in Texas. You know what I'm saying? And a bunch of people got in for free. So pretty much it's like Lollapalooza almost. Motherfucker, they got that little bullshit ass wooden gate, but motherfuckers be like, yeah, I'm over this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Trust, I know, I did it several times. But so at the end of the night, because obviously it's his fucking concert, he's not gonna go 1st. And what the fuck? God damn it. Oh, and he's not gonna go first. So obviously he's the main attraction, so he's last. So by this time, people been out there for hours. They're high as fuck. They're drunk as fuck. And people are just turned the fuck up lit, right? It was been reports from witnesses and shit that was like it was so crowded that you would jump in the air and you would get stuck because people were pressing against each other.
Okay.
So if it's a bunch of fucking people, one, you might not even see the goddamn person get trampled. Two, if people are passing the fuck out, you're not gonna really think nothing of it. And if you see a person that's passed the fuck out, how can you tell from a stage that that person is dead versus just passed out? Especially if this is a commonplace thing that happened at your events, at your concerts and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's no way of identifying unless you go down there and put a post to somebody's fucking neck and shit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It seems to me though that apparently people seem to believe he is somehow at fault. Like, I'm not sure. I wasn't following it seriously, so I honestly can't speak on it in any depth. But from what I saw, apparently they were warned about the crowd size, and they decided to continue on. I don't know how much he's involved in that, like if he has anything to do with the setup of the concert, if he has any production credit to go along with that. But it was just a weird type of, again, music is not a shared experience for me. So I literally cannot relate. It's just so to me, it seems like there should have been some type of safety oversight. Because I'm not even
But
putting
see, this is the
Travis
thing
Scott
though,
in this.
right? So when the ambulance came in, he kind of was like, "Oh shit, what? Oh, y'all got that under control? Start that shit back up." You know what I'm saying? Because he's not a medically trained professional. But
Right.
once the producer or his manager or whoever the fuck is not on the goddamn stage doing the goddamn songs,
Mhm.
they should have came on stage and was like, "Hey yo, hey, motherfuckers are dead, B. This shit over with. Everybody foul the fuck out.
Okay.
Thank you for coming." Somebody outside of him should have stepped
Drop
the
the
fuck
ball.
in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now you have people on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Scott knew exactly what was going on. He should have fucking stopped the performance. You seen when Linkin Park did when they seen somebody on stage passed out. But yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I've seen it in relationships like Rihanna and Adele and Linkin Park and all these other artists, like
Foo
stopping,
Fighters, whatever the case, blah blah blah.
yeah,
But like,
stopping mid song and stuff like that.
but they compared it to Pearl Jam in the early 2000s when 8 people died at their concert as well. But I think that was from improper ventilation or some shit like that. Like niggas just dead ass suffocated. Like,
just gonna say, fucking Pearl Jam. Goddamn.
right? But see, the thing is that even with that shit with Pearl Jam, I think that it also, you know what I'm saying. Also, a lot of artists stop to make sure everyone is hydrated. Logic does it too. Well, Logic is one of those more woke artists, if you will, because he talks about sensitive topics and shit that pertains to his life. But
I guess the argument is, how much responsibility does the artist have themselves to ensure audience safety? Like, it must be nice, but I can't imagine it's required of them.
okay, but see, at what point in time does personal responsibility takes precedence as well? Like, if you know, okay, if you're drinking alcohol, right? You know that you're in the fucking sun, right? You're in Houston, Texas, where it's hot as fuck. You didn't think to drink fucking water or bring a fucking Gatorade or mix your alcohol with the fucking Powerade or some shit? Like at what point? Why am I, as an adult, telling another adult, hey, put down that fucking Cavassier? Even though niggas don't drink Cavassier no more. But put down your alcoholic drink and grab a Gatorade or ice cold water so you don't fucking die.
I do not know why. Working at a hospital for the past 7 years, I have worked several Lollapalooza weekends. Them motherfuckers will not drink water. They will do ecstasy, they will drink alcohol, and then they'll be like, I don't know how I got sick. It's
but
like,
see, but this is the thing though, right?
Yeah, I don't. But see, I don't.
You work Lollapalooza weekends and working in a hospital. We're both in a medical environment, in a medical setting.
I do not know why they will not drink water. It's just be people in there filling up the ER dehydrated
with motherfucking saline drips. Saline drips. You're in here for 30 fucking minutes and now you owe fucking $4,000 because you dumb.
Lactated ringers and 0.9 normal saline all day long.
Right? Just drip. All right, I'll be back in 30. But like,
yeah. I don't. You're absolutely right. I don't know what it is. I don't know who has taught these people to drink that has told them they do not have to drink water. I'm like,
I mean, I know crazy. When I drink, I have a very high fluid intake. Yo, Third, what's going on with you, bro? I have a very high fluid intake on a day-to-day anyway, right?
Yeah.
But if I know that I'm going to be drinking, like on the days that I stream under normal circumstances, right? I boost how much water I put in my fucking system. Because you get a hangover because you're fucking dehydrated. Not because of the fucking sugar, not because of the fucking alcohol. It's because that's the only fucking thing that you have in your system, and your body is like, this is not working.
I was just about to say, I haven't been drinking as long as some people, because I think I had my first drink at like 22. You were there.
I'm the reason. The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Daniels. Yeah.
No, it was that very cheap vodka.
It was, was it Savek?
Yes.
It was Savek. Okay, yeah. I was about to say, like, when you say very cheap vodka, the first thing that popped into my mind is Dimitri, and I know I ain't never been down that fucking bad to drink Dimitri vodka, bro.
No, we wasn't broke. It's just that I never drank before, so I was like something that is not
It
top
was
shelf.
definitely vodka then. It was definitely
Yeah,
vodka.
it was
Hawking down all
vodka.
these raw stream apps on this new phone. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was. I've never had a hangover. Never
Mm.
had a hangover because I'm like
Count
I
yourself
drink
lucky.
water.
Nah, I drink water. I drink a lot of water. And I definitely had a hangover after we did one podcast. And
is that when you were mainlining moonshine
yep.
directly?
Yep.
Stream?
That very first one. Yep. Dog, I woke up the fucking following day and I thought that I was dying. I literally was awake for fucking 7 hours just laying in the bed, looking at the ceiling like, I know how many fucking ounces of paint went into this fucking 4x4 cubic square inch. Like, this is bad.
At some point, we definitely need to revisit those moonshine
episodes.
You were drunk.
No. I did another one. I had a Mike's Hard lemonade that I was mixing with. I had a lemon Mike's Harder lemonade that I mixed with some lemon Bacardi. Dog, I was streaming on a fucking Monday. No, it was a Thursday. I was streaming on. Dog, I'm almost certain that I fucking fell asleep on the mic. I shit you not. I'm in a chair right here, just missed the whole fucking fight. I know for a fact that I was not commentating shit, and I was just slumped.
Oh man,
I drink with the old people, so my liver looked like SpongeBob grandmother. No, I was no, that shit was bad. I was slumped. Oh, dog. And I went back and looked at the stream the following day, and I'm like, yo, yeah. Because they came in the Discord like, yo, Lucy was fucked up last night. And I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? And I got up the following day like ain't shit happened. You know what I'm saying? I went back and looked at that stream. I'm like, yo, yeah, that was bad. Not gonna do that again.
Oh man.
But I could drink dark liquor and not have any fucking problems. Like, most people drink dark and want to fight and shit. I drink dark liquor and I get hyper focused.
I was just gonna say whiskey has never been a problem. I drink it when I'm sick because I find that it helps.
That's what they put in hot toddies.
Yeah, I would say I don't know what that science is, but
I don't know either. But I drink. I remember vividly being up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning drinking Jameson and fucking Coke and fucking busting people's ass on fucking 2K. Like, I remember that vividly.
I was just gonna say, if this man says 2K,
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, you know 2K, ball is life, bro. Ball is life.
The chokehold
on the African American community.
It is terrifying.
I mean, but it's like upgraded graphics, button change, roster updates. Because like on the old 2Ks, they stopped updating the roster after so long. And most people play 2K for the competitive nature with the player versus player aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't care. Like, when 2K drops, I don't know how many of y'all are black men, have black men in your life. When 2K drops, it's like a holiday.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Motherfuckers call off work and everything. What?
Call off
what?
Work.
Hell yeah.
Put in vacation days.
Hell fucking yeah. PTO for 2K. Hell yeah.
Oh my god. But
2K haven't been 2K since Ivo was on the cover. Third, you sounding like a motherfucker that's 35 plus.
I was just gonna say, even I know that was a long time ago.
No, but 2K definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, no, 2K weekend when it dropped, don't talk to me. Don't ask me what I'm doing.
I know, because you make a Twitter announcement to letting everybody else know not to talk to you.
Facebook as well. Like, hey, don't even look for me. Yeah. Don't look for me. I ain't got shit to say to y'all. I got to get my character up to at least comp level for the first weekend. Like, if I don't have a 90 overall, in the first 48 hours, I've been bullshitting. Bullshitting. I need at least 190. Bless you. I need at least 190 overall in the first 48 hours. Otherwise, I'm not playing right. You know what I'm saying? And then the fucking... Bro, like, you know how they was talking about fucking Blizzard and Overwatch with the microtransactions and shit like that?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody saying shit to 2K, and they be raping motherfuckers, bro.
I hear like every year they take something else out for free and charge you for it.
My roommate spends his checks on updates. He like, fuck my kids, I need a 94. Yo, that's wild. That is wild. No, but like that ass though. Like $20 to give you like $20 to give you 75,000 VC. And in order for you to get your character to like alright, so when you get the character and you create it, you buy VC, you need about 288,000 VC in order to get your character to a 95 overall. Right?
Okay.
They sell VC by the bundle. So like if you spend 20, they give you 50,000 VC with another 25 on top.
Okay.
And then it goes up in increments from that. And then it's like, I could never see myself personally spending anything more than $20 on VC for a character because they give you VC for playing the game. But motherfuckers are so damn thirsty and it takes a long time. So like you can play a full game, right? Because it's like real-time minutes. So like you put that shit on 10-minute quarters, for example. That's what I usually play on. And if you have a good performance in the game, you don't fuck up too many times or whatever the case may be, you might get 1,300, depending on your endorsements in the contract that your character signed and depending on where you get drafted at. You might get 1,300 per game. But you got an 82 game season just like in the NBA plus the playoffs. Motherfuckers ain't trying to play my career because that shit boring. You playing against the computer and shit like that. So motherfuckers like, I'm gonna forego this in order to just get my character up to snuff, and then I'm gonna get my upgrades playing against other real life motherfuckers and then just build upon that.
So when you play,
nigga, what you wait, time out. You got your own shoe. Dog, I got my own shoe on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 version, as well as a record label and a fashion line. What are you saying, my boy? Get like me. You too young to be... You're 1,000 years too early to be trying to talk to me about having your own shoe, my boy. Fuck you talking about? You're a rookie. You're a brown shirt.
Your own shoe?
Oh, yeah. And then you can custom... You get to... Okay, so you can sign with different shoe brands. So you get to pick... Do you want... Fuck you and 2K. Right. And niggas in the motherfucking Mortal Kombat community like, oh, I'll money match you on some MK. Fuck you. You can have that $20 on some MK, but I guarantee you, I want your left foot in a fucking match on some 2K, nigga. King Guard talking about I'm buying 2K22 today. Because I'm telling you, that shit is intense as hell. I don't want no money. I want body parts. I play for body parts on 2K. I'm that fucking serious about it. And it's weird because, like, you got people in the MK community talking about you can't say shit, huh?
I said, what kind of Kill Bill shit are you on?
Oh, you already know. O-Ren type shit. You know what I'm saying? O-Ren all day. You can leave, but anything that you fucking lost, leave that shit here. Fuck you talking about, boy? I got told today at work that I got an accent and I don't hear it.
What kind of accent? Like a
Chicago accent, I guess.
Are they a regular black people accent?
Nah, because the niggas up here in Wisconsin don't talk like us, bro.
Ugh, Wisconsin. Ugh.
Right. Yeah. Money match me in Super Monkey Ball. Bro, you wasn't even old enough. You wasn't even born yet, I don't think, when Super Monkey Ball first popped off. Fuck out of here, boy. What are you, 23?
Super Monkey Ball.
What are you, 23? You probably try to play me on Super Monkey Ball on the goddamn GameCube and shit. Fuck out of here, youngin.
Not even that. The GameCube came out like 20 years ago.
No, I'm just saying, if he's going to try to play me on Super Monkey Ball, he's going to try to play me on a fucking GameCube. Like, you're not even old enough to own an original Nintendo 64. Anything that you got is refurbished, my boy.
God, remember Ape Escape?
Right? Right? Like, talk to me when you find out what the fuck Medieval was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
Medieval was a great game, by the way.
It was, yeah. A lot of those, Abe's Odyssey, Legacy of Kain, a lot of
Dog.
those old PlayStation
The
games.
original motherfucking Prince of Persia. I speedrun Super Monkey Ball, nigga, and I have it on the OG 64. Who, your big cousin gave you that 64 or something? I believe that you speedrun Super Monkey Ball, though. You look like the type of motherfucker that are trying to do that shit. No, speedrun Breath of Fire Dragon Quarters and then come back and talk to me. And 100% medieval. Okay, Otaku. Oh, I forgot. Otaku is a youngin, but this motherfucker is actually on the level. And fuck you. He actually on the level. That's the dude that he commentated with me in the Shadow Society on Monday a couple of times. And he's another one of the KOS members. Gang.
Okay, that was a good show.
Yeah. This was the motherfucker that was up there talking about the dude at his job. I'm going to. He was the dude that was at his job talking about he busted chicks and then sucking out of him and shit. Like, well, it's mine.
I was gonna say, is this the would you run a train?
Yeah. That's him. That's him. That's Otaku. That's the same motherfucker. And I'm like, dog, what are you doing with your life to constantly end up in these circumstances and situations? Like, the world needs to know. Like, dog, for real.
Do we?
I got questions. I got questions. Like, what are you doing with your life for you to constantly end up in these circumstances and situations?
Sometimes stuff just be happening. Listen.
Nah. A one-off, sure. But this nigga constantly end up in different fucking scenarios like this, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit happens way too frequent for it to not, like, I can only imagine that this motherfucker go up and start asking people questions based off of the last random ass situation. Like, it probably was a random one-off, and then he'll go ask somebody else at another job, and then that end up in change, giving him another circumstance and situation. Like, I guarantee you, he asked somebody at a new gig about the whole train shit, and he like, nah, but I busted my girl and sucked it out of her. Now this nigga got two stories, and so forth and so forth. Maybe man said, I heard throat baby, said I took that personal. Oh shit, that's horrible. That is fucking horrible. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This nigga said I heard throat babies and I took that personal. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to see what that do. You know what I'm saying? Like, she take that shit to the face, and I'm like, hey, maybe I can too. Looking ass. I'm like on season 45. Dog, how long is your season? 4 episodes and shit? That's crazy. Sadistic, you there still, G?
Yeah, I was listening.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know what the fuck to do with motherfuckers. Speaking of not knowing what the fuck to do with motherfuckers, let me backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
So, I'm in Discord minding my business. Being the fucking benevolent king that I am.
I can already tell.
Let me on the podcast and I'll explain. We'll definitely have to have your ass on one of these fucking weekends, dog.
I was gonna say, every time it's a it's a Discord story, I know it's gonna be stupid.
Oh, it's gonna be incredibly dumb. So, this miscellaneous, extra stupid, goofy, B-team ass bitch nigga on the team that shall remain nameless because I'm not gonna give these fucking faggots. Excuse me. These fucksticks. Now I'm about to get canceled. I'm about to get clipped. Oh my god. No, but I'm not gonna give these fucksticks any extra clout, if you
I
will.
was gonna say you got to be on to get canceled. Like,
Oh, I gotta know. You gotta give a fuck to be canceled, and I don't.
like if we were gonna be canceled, we would have been canceled at several points in season one.
Science, science. Oh, by the way, people was dying at the Travis Scott concert, like that first fucking scene when they went into the club on the Blade movie, and Wesley Snipes didn't even have to come and whack nobody at fucking Astro World. Great time.
I feel like that's like a season one thing.
What?
I want. We need a new one every season. You know.
Oh, okay. Did we say the Blade movie already with Wesley Snipes?
I was gonna say, although I do love a throwback, so because we haven't done them in a while, actually, we've been slipping.
We've been slipping.
Yeah, but that's why I said maybe it's a season one thing. Maybe it's a
The third said, I went, no, but this motherfucker in my Discord, right? In my Discord, it'd be different if it was a different server of somebody else or if it was a mutual thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he tried to start talking shit about my team or something along the lines. Or these fucksticks was trying to antagonize and entice me by being blatantly annoying to clan battle these motherfuckers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously they don't understand the blatant prejudice that I have towards not giving a fuck about them.
Mm-hmm.
And continue to go on like that shit was going to make me budge and move. Like, fuck it, I'll fight you. Whereas I'm going to continue to laugh at you because you're a bitch. And here's why. So, he tried to say that I was trash in Mortal Kombat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that knows me knows that I haven't played that game seriously on a competitive level in over a year. And when I say over a year, I mean a full 365 days. How I know this to be true is because I stopped competing once I started actually hosting my own events. Whatever. And I played him on one of my streams and he won, but barely. Anybody that knows me, I start off every fucking stream. I'm your favorite drunk commentator on Twitch. Lucy be getting slapped. I already talked about me fucking falling asleep on one of my own goddamn streams while I'm commentating. Whatever. That's fine. I'm telling him, like, dog, you're ass. Like, you beat me, but barely, and I wasn't even fucking at full capacity, nor sober.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to come for my character talking about I'm a drunk, I'm a lush, I'm an alcoholic, and stay off the sauce.
I thought you meant he was coming for Scorpion. I was just gonna say, I agree. I don't like his ass either. But keep going.
I mean, he definitely came as Scorpion. He's a fucking dirty ass Kano player.
I don't like him either. So yeah.
And he tried to come, and I told him, dog, I will pull up on you, and we can play offline. And I don't want your money. Because Lucy is pretty situated. I mean, am I rich? No. But I ain't out here donating plasma either.
Okay.
So I'm out here like, dog, I don't want no excuses. I will fight you in person. On the game, that is. And instead of raising the stakes by putting money on the line, we can play for every round one is a fucking slap.
What kind of
in the first to 10?
How I Met Your Mother slap bet bullshit do you have going on?
I don't know. But this is what came to my mind at the point. I'm like, you can keep your money, but I want to slap you for every fucking round that I win. And in turn, vice versa. And I guarantee you, I'm going to concuss you in the first 2 fucking fights. In the first to 10. I'm going to concuss you. I'm going to hit you very fucking hard. Because you're annoying me at this point. Like, I don't give a shit about anything else. Fuck you, your team, your fucking teammates. I slap the shit out of them too. And I feel like I can easily steal off a motherfucker, but you supposed to slap bitches. I'm going to concuss you. I'm going to concuss you.
A dead and dying video game, but continue.
Lucy, like, play for boots. Oh, dead ass. Dead ass. King Art, we're just talking about an assorted menu of shit. But at that point in time, he came up like, oh, well, let's just keep this shit video game. Nah, because it ain't about video games. You came at me as a person, about my character, about who the fuck I am. And being the type of person that I am, especially after the stories that surfaced after the offline event, and you made mention to the shit in the Discord that I pull up on motherfuckers in real life. You're not going to get away with saying the shit that you want to say behind the safety of your screen and expect me not to address that shit in person.
Wait a minute. Didn't we start off talking about how sensitive people were, and you trying to slap people in person for something they said online?
I never said I wasn't sensitive. I never said I wasn't. I never said I wasn't sensitive. I just said that everybody is too sensitive as a whole, as a collective, myself included.
Some semantics. How dare you?
No, I never said. It's never been a statement that came out of my face that said that I wasn't sensitive. I never even said that I was the hardest motherfucker in the room. I'm just saying, well, I am the hardest motherfucker in the room because I'm in the room by myself. But, so like by proxy, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just saying, it's only so much that you're going to say about me that is going to fly before it's like, I got to see you. Now I got to see you. Say this shit with the same fucking vigor and energy that you have right now to my face. And if you can, I'll let it walk away. I'll let you walk away.
I'm like, I'll say something, and then someone will come back to me with it, and I was like, you know, I would never say that to your face. Leave me alone.
But see, if a person know you, like if you was to call me a drunk or a lush or whatever, I was like, yeah, whatever. I drink.
I was just finna say, if you're a drunk, I'm right behind you. Let's not.
But see, the thing is, this is the wild part. It's not like I'm drinking excessively. I drink when I stream.
I'll say something like
only.
Work. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lush or alcoholic is a person that's dependent upon alcohol. Or you go through withdrawals or symptoms of withdrawal without it.
It's the difference between liking a drink and needing a drink.
Right. And then the wild part about it is that it's been several fucking streams that I've had that people don't even, I'm drinking or I'm sipping, I would say. Comparatively, I'm sipping, right? Where I'm not even drinking. I'm just taking a swig or two out of the fucking bottle that I got and chilling what the fuck else is going on with what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not even drunk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, me saying I'm your favorite drunk commentator is because I actually drink liquor while I'm fucking streaming. It ain't got shit to do with the fact that I'm, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't never been to the point that I was like just straight up belligerent drunk where I'm slurring every fucking thing that come out of my mouth. I definitely got to the point where I've definitely slurred a couple of words. But that's not to say that I can't do that shit sober either. Or the commentators that I have that misspeak all the time. I just got back on Twitter Tuesday and got suspended Thursday. Goddamn, what the fuck did you do?
Apparently, all of y'all just losing your shit.
You just drunk now. I'm not drunk, though. That's the thing, dog. I'm drinking a fucking Mike's Harder lemonade. Comparatively, this ain't shit.
A good way to tell if he's drunk is if sounds that don't exist are coming out of his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when you
I speak in onomatopoeias.
Yeah, when you all of those
right. You can't say nothing about Kanye or Bill Gates on the motherfucker. Dead ass. You can't say nothing about Kanye. Kanye is Jesus, our rap lord and savior. That's just lemonade. Big science, Art. I'm drinking this shit for the flavor more than anything else. Especially considering I'm doing nothing but fucking talking and shit right now. I just don't want to be parched and cottonmouth. You know what I'm saying?
the hard cider I drink when I do it. It just tastes good.
I mean, what was that energy when I was drinking this Cabo Wabo?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I got that right here on me, by me, in arm's reach. And I've definitely done shots while I'm streaming. So I'm like, okay, I feel like you attacking my character as a person and as a man. And the only reason you're doing this shit is because you believe that you're safe behind your screen. What you don't realize is that I have the flexibility and the money to fly down to where the fuck you at, because you are a pompous, narcissistic, self-centered dickhead. I know exactly where you are. I will come and see you.
And also,
what's the weekend trip?
Y'all, it's just Mortal Kombat. It's not even that good.
But see, the thing is that I'm realizing being a part of this community is a lot of these fucking dorks ain't shit outside of this fucking scene. Outside of this fucking video game, these motherfuckers could walk down the street and nobody approach their ass. What's going on, nephew?
Why this video game? It's not like it's Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
No, I'm just saying. Outside of a video game, these niggas are nothing. You feel me? They don't have any success in life. They're not super attractive when women just stop in the middle of the street on some reverse memoirs of a geisha shit. They still stay at home with their fucking folks or whatever the fuck the case may be. They're not out here living an adult fucking life. Like the motherfucker in question that I'm talking about is working at a goddamn Starbucks. That is the highlight of his motherfucking life.
I understand what you mean, but I mean, it's Mortal Kombat, y'all. Calm down.
No, but see, these motherfuckers think that they tough because they don't have to address nobody in real life. Whereas I'm the type of motherfucker that's gonna push the issue.
It's not even that though. It's like if you
I'm violent. I'm violent. I like violence. I like hitting people.
Whatever, that's fine. You know, be violent. But Mortal Kombat, y'all, it's just MK. Come on.
When you don't have
choose up.
When you don't have nothing else, and this is the only thing that's giving you some type of notoriety where you feel like your existence is validated in some form of capacity, motherfuckers take that shit as an ego stroke and believe that they some type of celebrity and let that shit go to their head.
Get validation from a more fun video game. Speedrun Pokemon. Do that.
Motherfuckers, you know? But see, the thing is that in Pokemon, it's a lot more neutral grounds than Mortal Kombat.
Ironic, like, considering Mortal Kombat 11 is all about that neutral, but yeah.
That's all Twitter is. But see, I got on Twitter originally when I created my Twitter was just to follow battle rap niggas. And to get the behind the scenes beef that leads up to battle rap and shit like that. It wasn't until I got into the FGC that I realized, oh, you niggas are lames. It was the same fucking experience when I went to the card shop to play Magic the Gathering for the first time.
I thought you were going to say Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, I got banned from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Online. Like, I was over here watching motherfuckers in tournaments and shit. Me and a couple of my other homies say like, y'all can't come back. Because we built like some dumbass fucking decks. Like, we was extorting all type of fucking rules. I'm almost certain that we had something to do with Pot of Greed getting banned. Especially at the height of the Legacy of the Duelists. The first one? Oh, duh. I still got that shit. I re-downloaded it on my PlayStation 5 just in case I need to boot up and smoke somebody fucking boots real quick.
I haven't played that game in so long. I need to play it.
But I'm just saying, like, the first time I went to go play Magic the Gathering in real life, at the card shop, it was that stereotypical fucked up lining, bogus ass fro, neck beard, smell like Doritos and Mountain Dew, living in your motherfucking grandma's basement type dudes that was there. And I'm like, oh, it's levels to this nerd shit. It's definite levels to this nerd shit. Because
why were they lines fucked up?
Huh?
He said, why were they lines fucked up?
Shit, I don't know, because they don't give a fuck about life. Shit. I mean, I don't have hair. So, like, my do-rag is just for the fact that I don't have hair and I don't want to go outside and my head be cold. Like, it's extra fucking clothing at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no waves or nothing underneath this motherfucking do-rag and shit. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's just scalp. But, like, it's levels to this shit. Like, these are the dudes that came to school in high school early to monopolize a certain area of the fucking cafeteria so them and they boys can fucking play card games and shit like that. I wasn't on that at high school.
I do know exactly what you're talking about because it's the same people that try to like jump out of their body about comic books and comic book knowledge.
Right.
It's like, do you realize what you're talking about? We're talking
Like,
about like
I've been reading comic books since 1998. Okay,
right.
you fucking dork. The fuck? Like,
we're arguing about Charles Xavier's unborn ancient twin sister and a talking raccoon. Like,
that's been retconned.
Yeah, like, to relax. Yeah, so I do know exactly what. It's weird that people feel the need to get so aggressive.
I tell the one dude this shit, trying to get waves on the scalp, trying to butter them hot dogs. No, but I'm just saying, like, outside of that small fucking world that you exist in, you're a fucking nobody.
Yeah.
Right? And
even if it existed on a macro level, people still might not care.
True. Because outside of the FGC, motherfuckers don't give a shit about who the fuck Sonic Fox is.
They sure don't.
They don't give a fuck. If you don't play fighting games, and even if you do play fighting games, if you're not invested in the lore and the comp scene of fighting games, you don't give a goddamn who the fuck Sonic Fox is. You don't give a fuck.
I was just gonna say, I know all of that stuff and I still don't care.
But I'm saying, like, if Sonic Fox was to walk past the motherfucker, right?
Mm.
If Sonic Fox was to walk past one of these motherfucking dorks, they would go Super Saiyan fangirl over this motherfucker. Whereas Sonic Fox was supposed to walk past me and you, be like, oh damn, that's Sonic Fox. That's wild. What is he doing on 69? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he not hot in that fursuit? Okay.
Sadistic Dan Sinatra voice. That's life. People be big and relevant.
Yeah. It's just, I can't be bothered. It truly mystifies me that people feel so entitled that they can stay in. You could have a perfect example of someone not staying in their lane to piggyback off of what we said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could have said nothing. You could have said nothing. You could have just been like a passive observer and just had your opinion, but you decided to jump out of your body and be insulting to somebody, calling them an alcoholic and stuff.
And now I have to be a shaman and put your ass back in your fucking body. Because me being a fucking hood nigga that I am, I can't go for that shit. Because now this shit done transpired past video games. I already told you I didn't beat you. You got the W. Hold that shit, nigga. Wave that motherfucker around proudly. But now you coming at me as a person, as a individual, as a man. Now I have to see your ass. And if your ass, and I tell niggas this shit all the fucking time, ain't no frame data in real life. I'm gonna break your shit.
It's one thing to be a sore loser. Is don't be a bad winner as well. But also, it's like, even if there will be people more committed to hurting someone online than you know?
Oh yeah.
Like
you actively having niggas out here DDoSing people and shit.
I was just gonna say, objectively, be careful with that, because you may piss somebody off and they may just show up.
Third said, God, like, nah, Joe, I might make that King Yama shit real for you.
No.
Your motherfuckers are definitely gonna be on the dragon path talking with that motherfucking Halo on your way to King Kami. Fuck you talking about, my boy?
Yeah, like, don't get Snake Wade. Just relax.
Dead ass.
Like, just relax. It's just a video game. Let it stay a video game.
And then these the same motherfucking people that want to say, I just want matches. Like, these niggas dead ass jumped on fucking Twitter and quote unquote tried to assassinate my character and tell me that I was playing victim. Because I explained to one of dude's teammates that the situation, he's like, it's weird how people try to take this shit out of context and try to take it outside of video games. I'm like, I don't know about everybody else, but that instance that pertains to me, your man's came for me as a man. And if his ass can't back that shit up in real life, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up before I make you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it could have stayed at your scorpion is trash and never went beyond that. Like,
and then these niggas call me a duck. Like, I give a fuck.
A duck?
Yeah, like, you duck matches. Like, you circumvent trying to fight people and shit.
I was just gonna say, like a mallard?
No, nigga, like Darkwing Duck. The fuck? No, but I'm just saying, like, they think that that's supposed to mean something to me.
Right. Like,
you're absolutely right. I'm a duck. I have no interest in fighting you and your bullshit ass internet connection. Suck my dick.
That is so true. I don't play a lot of fighting games as competitively as y'all do in like your audience, but I remember vividly somebody wrote me a very aggressive message after a match, and they were like, "Oh, we have to have a rematch." I was like, "I just won. Why would I?"
And you know, I post those on Twitter and shit like that. Like, I beat a person ass so bad that they're pissed off and they feel obligated to send me a message, and we're not fucking friends on PSN.
Right. I'm
like I laugh and shit like that because I fucked up your night. I'm not writing you a message and saying that you are bad. I've never sent a fucking hate message to somebody else.
Never. I always just send a GG.
Oh, gratitude's third.
Yeah, like GG, good Kano, good Jade, whatever, and move on. But people really do just get crazy with it.
When you body the whole Sunfab lobby. Yo, Art, chill. We don't get them fuck sticks no motherfucking play over here.
Yeah, it couldn't be me.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I've definitely raged in real life. I've definitely yelled at my fucking monitor like, "Oh, your internet is ass," or "That's bullshit, you gimmicky bitch." But, like, I ain't never took it upon myself, I'm gonna send this motherfucker a message after he beat me. I'm going to the next fucking fight.
I've never, like, gotten on the mic and just spit vitriol at anybody. I could be frustrated, sure, but
no, when people get on the mic and start talking shit when I beat them, I literally turn my mic on and start laughing. I have to search for my mic to plug it in time so that they can hear me laughing at them.
Yeah, or you know, I will say one thing that gets me hot is when I hear a racial slur. Like when the niggas start dropping and the person sounds real white, I'm like, hold on.
No, I'm just saying, anytime somebody call you a nigga, I guarantee you, 10 out of 10, 100%, their ass ain't got a drop of melanin.
None.
But see, the thing is, it's like, you calling me a nigga like I'm supposed to be offended about that shit. You still lost, bitch. Fuck you.
I was gonna say once I did have a good experience in Smite where
see, you played yourself. You wasn't supposed to take no matches till 12. Yo, gremlin ass motherfucking and shit like that. Like, nigga, I'll drop a water bottle on your fucking head, Gizmo. Relax.
I was saying Gizmo. I was gonna say,
like, come on, man. What the fuck are we doing here?
In Smite, where after we got on the mic, after we won, they for some reason thought I sounded like Morgan Freeman.
Because you have a nice, calm, even voice, no matter what happens.
And they were clearly just like so white, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, that's probably the only black reference they can make.
Or that is your limited interaction with fucking black people that you have. Like, you could definitely tell about a motherfucker based off of what they say, how much interaction they have with other motherfucking people. Yeah. Buddy wouldn't even give me the address. And that's the funny part. The same fucking team pulled up on another fucking team because Buddy was talking shit and getting out their fucking neck. And I tried to defuse the situation and shit. And dude that was getting his motherfucking bumper ran up on tried to come at me. And I'm like, dog, you're not safe where you're at. I know where you are. I have family out there. You will be looking at the trunk of a goddamn Camry until I get off the fucking plane. What the fuck are you talking about?
But this is just like the worst version of
At that
gang
moment, he
war.
knew he fucked up. Sadistic
I have
Dance,
never
2021.
like it's like the worst, lamest version of a gang war. Like you just show up, guns a blazing.
But see, that's the
Digital.
thing. That's the thing. These motherfuckers don't understand and realize that this nerd shit is mainstream now, right? So where
Yeah.
it was hood niggas that was watching Dragon Ball Z, they kept that shit in the cut because they didn't want other motherfuckers that they hung around making fun of them. But now, if you've never seen Dragon Ball Z, if you've never seen Death Note, motherfuckers are looking at you sideways, right? So when I tell people that the same people that I was shooting dice and stealing Pokemon cards from niggas from was the same niggas that went into the house at 4:30 to watch the new episode of Dragon Ball Z doing the Frieza saga because Goku just turned Super Saiyan 3 episodes ago, and you know this nigga yelled for 5 of them bitches.
You make an uncomfortable amount of references to the amount of Pokemon cards you've stolen from people.
Dog,
I have
because I
to say.
stole a lot of fucking Pokemon cards. I beat
It
up a
is-
lot of niggas and took a lot of binders, especially when them Team Rocket holographic Pokemon cards came out. Niggas
Yeah.
were definitely getting got. Cause I'm a fire trainer. I'm a fire type trainer. So every fire type, no matter what Pokemon game I play, whatever fucking Pokemon is a fire type, I'm picking it as my starter. I don't give a shit. Man, they
So-
came out with them fucking Team Rocket, them Team Rocket holographic cards.
holographic booster cards. Yeah.
Bro, I shit you not. I've never bought a pack of Pokemon cards in my life. Not one.
You mentioned, but then you just it comes up so often that you still
No, I'm just saying, like, that's just to let motherfuckers know that I'm real to both aspects of the world. Like, I'm a hood nigga, but I'm also a nerd nigga. Like, I was invested in both aspects of this shit deeply for a very, very, very long time. So
It's
when
just
you
so funny.
fucking disrespect one aspect of shit, the other aspect acts the fuck up.
It's just so funny to be thinking about this person like, yeah, we finna go rob a nigga for holographic.
But it's the truth. We were definitely out here hitting licks on binders for Pokemon cards. You know the fucking binders that motherfuckers had when they was trying to preserve and collect them bitches.
Yeah, I had a binder.
Just saying.
I had a binder.
And we wasn't beating motherfuckers over the head that didn't do shit out of pocket. Like, if you was a collector and you was cool, we respect you. But as soon as you try to flex or you do too much, hey, my boy, I'm gonna need that about you.
I was gonna say I have no recollection of anyone actually playing the Pokemon trading card game. We just had the card.
Never. I don't even know the rules to the fucking Pokemon trading card game.
Me either.
I wouldn't even be able to tell you.
Me either.
It was just the thing that was busting at that fucking time, and everybody was up on Dog, I remember going to school in grammar school early so that I could battle motherfuckers with the link cables, and niggas would get mad because they're losing and yank the link cable out of their fucking Game Boy.
Man, I remember when we used to do that, and it was.
Oh yeah, them lock boxes at the motherfucking Walmarts and shit like that for the Pokemon cards, because niggas was going into Walmart and hitting the most devious licks.
Well, see, that I know. That I know. That I know.
Never
But,
bought a
like,
pack
man,
of Pokemon cards in my life, dog.
I think I bought quite a few, but I do not know what happened to them. They're just gone from my life.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to my Pokemon cards either.
Yeah.
And I'm mad because I'm watching niggas selling holographic Charizards for like $500-$600.
Yeah. I'm like,
A
I had
pop.
so many holographic cards.
I'm pretty sure the cards that I had would have been worth a lot of fucking money at this point.
Like the opposite of Beanie Babies, you know? It's like they
I
thought
never
they
got
would
into
be
Beanie
worth
Babies though. That shit was that was some colonizer shit that I never fucked with. You know what I'm saying?
I never got it either. I have a small selection of stuffed animals that have been around in entire time I've been around, and that's it.
They both kind of appeared at the same time. Me and this motherfucking stuffed animal.
Yeah. So it's like that's the only. Okay, so you're a fire type trainer.
Right.
So who were the starters in Pearl? Chimchar, the ass fire monkey. Was that
Yeah,
Pearl?
Chimchar, Pimpolo, and the fucking grass type that nobody picked.
That little turtle, that grass turtle.
Yeah, the grass turtle thing.
Okay, so
the off base fucking Bulbasaur.
Right. So somehow PG has never played a Pokemon game.
No, she has not. Pastry Goddess has never played the Pokemon game.
Does she know who her starters are going to be?
She has no idea, and I'm interested to see who she chooses.
I'm interested to see who she chooses too, because I like her.
I'm banking. I had cards, but this is different. This is definitely different. Who you choose as your starter is going to dictate how hard or how easy the game is going to be.
It's also going to dictate how much I'm going like.
I'm putting money on the fact that she's probably going to pick a Piplup because it's the cutest out of the three.
That's what I picked. Although, like you, I stay picking the water type. So,
but you're a type loyalist, though.
Not really. That's just for starter. I'm talking
about my starter. My team obviously is diversified because you can't teach Chimchar Fly. Because this was back in the era when you had to teach motherfucking Pokemon HMs that you couldn't remove.
I was gonna say back in the red and blue timeline, I had my team was entirely water Pokemon. It was a mistake, but it was entirely water Pokemon.
But see, we're so deep into that shit that we're the type of motherfuckers to do the Nuzleaf challenge type thing.
Yeah.
Well, if a Pokemon faint, you gotta release it type shit.
Oh, okay. I would never do that, but yeah.
I'm one of them, but see, I grind Pokemon like I grind fucking Final Fantasy. Any of the old Final Fantasy games. Yeah, I'm fighting Brock with a goddamn Charizard that won't listen to me type shit.
Yeah, but see, circa Silver and the one after that, I was very into legendary Pokemon, and if I let them go, they just be gone.
See, I'm not doing that shit for no fucking legendary Pokemon. But in the same instance, I'm putting myself in a situation where there's no way in fucking hell you can handle me. Like, if I pull up with a legendary Pokemon to a gym, nigga, your ass is done.
Done.
It's over with.
Over with.
Big up 15, a motherfucker told me the twist, and I said, fuck it. Damn.
I had my Articuno for years. I had the same Articuno from Pokemon Blue all the way up to Coliseum DX.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, because you could trade them up through the Advanced era, the Game Boy Advance era. Same Articuno.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
I got all new. His name is what?
Mystique. After the
got you. That's a befitting name. I just got all new everything every game, and then I realized you could transfer shit. I'm like, yo, I'm walking around with all fucking fire types, and I'm fucking everybody up. I don't give a shit. But that wasn't until like Black and White 1 that I started actually paying attention to training and trading from previous generations and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say a weird kind of
Money Too Sweet in the building talking about ... Fuck you. You ain't one of us. Beat it, chump. This is why we got gatekeepers because of motherfuckers like you.
The very first time I played Pokemon Blue, I started off with a Charmander.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then
I've been a fire type since Pokemon Red and Blue. And my first Pokemon game was on the Game Boy Pocket before they added color and shit.
Same. I remember when they came out with the yellow version and it had color and everybody was like, oh my God.
And it was still pixelated color like the fucking 32-bit joint. It was like, what? Yeah. The colors changed with the city? No way. Lavender Town is purple? What?
Yeah. Oh man, remember when Gold and Silver first came out and they had the day and night system?
I was just about to say that. Man. When you had to hold off on training your motherfucking Eevee because you wanted the other.
I wanted an Espeon so bad.
Money, I got some shit to tell you about. The jersey was hard though, but I definitely got some shit to tell you about regarding that as well. We'll talk later.
That sounded ominous.
Oh, it's ominous as the fuck. No, but that's KOS shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I remember Gold and Silver, and then they came out with Crystal. I was like, yeah, boy. I don't think I've missed the only Pokemon game that I've missed, I want to say, is this most recent Snap. No, you ain't messed up. You good today? Um, yeah, I think that's the only game that I've missed was Snap, and that's the
Yeah,
most recent Snap.
I think I got
Echo, what the
all of them
fuck are you doing?
up until Black and White, and then I stopped. But then I got Moon, and then I stopped again.
No, I played Black and White 1 and 2. That shit was actually pretty decent.
I was like,
Black and White 1 and 2 was probably one of the better Pokemon games since like Gold and Silver.
yeah, I missed two whole generations because I haven't played these most recent ones.
Wait, so you haven't? Oh, the newer two, like
Yeah.
Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon.
Oh wait, I do have Shield. I have it on my Switch.
Oh yeah.
I just haven't played it.
Oh yeah, I got all the way into like the second DLC, and now all I got left is to catch these legendary Pokemon. And the last time I played Sword, I spent about 70, 80 Pokeballs trying to catch Regirock, and I said, okay, yeah, fuck you. I'm not. And then they came out with new legendary Pokemon in Sword and Shield that I didn't really fuck with. Like, it's a psychic ghost type that's kind of like, man.
Yeah. It's the types are, And then also, I kind of resent them for making more Eevee type, because for a hot second, I had just the team of Eevee.
No, what I don't like is the fact that if a Pokemon get poisoned, you can go to the Pokemon Center without that motherfucking fainting. Like, no. Yes. Because, like, remember when you first go to Empty Moon and you get fucking poisoned with Poison Sting by a fucking Zubat, and you spend the rest of your fucking time in Empty Moon, the first fucking playthrough, and you try to figure out what the fuck to do, and that motherfucker dies?
It's Mount Moon, by the way.
What, I said Empty Moon?
Yeah.
Whatever. Moon. Mount Moon, Empty Moon. I like Empty Moon. That sounds cooler. But
it does sound cool, but it sounds like empty, like an empty moon, like a hollow moon.
It still should have been Empty Moon, because like it wasn't shit that you can get inside of fucking Empty Moon besides Zubats. And depending on if you play yellow, you might get a Geodude and you might get a Clefairy or a Clefable. I mean, not a Clefairy or a Jigglypuff, but like the rate that the motherfucker spawn was like less than 10%. So.
Oh yeah. Zubats, first of all, were a menace to society. Zubats
for no fucking reason. Zubats is the 100% the reason that you use Repel. You don't use Repel on anything else but a fucking Zubat.
You go into a cave, you use Repel because you know it's full of fucking Zubat.
Or I don't like the fact that now these fucking kids get to use Flash and it illuminates the entire screen. Like, nah, give them that little fucking circle that you gave us.
And also, I felt like it's a regular move now, right? It used to be How the fact that some Pokemon don't intrinsically know certain HM moves,
right?
Frustrating. Like, you mean to tell me the Bug Pokemon who has knives or
Scyther
can't use Cut?
Or you telling me that Machop can't use Strength? Word.
Right. Like, really?
Word.
That's what you were. That's your life. Okay. That used to frustrate the hell out of me.
Wait. Third said, I saw people speed run Red and Blue and got to level 99 in that first forest. And I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. Okay. So, I was definitely that dude that went into Brock's gym with a Charizard. But it just evolved at level 36.
Yeah.
When I went into Brock fighting a level 9 Geodude and a level 11 Onix. That's how deep into it I know the levels.
If you were an RPG fan when the original Pokemon games came out, you already knew you needed to grind for Final Fantasy. You walk in that bitch under leveled.
You getting your ass smoked.
Smoked. Absolutely. And so Pokemon tried to come up with another way to deter you from doing that by having your Pokemon not listen to you. And it's like, this nigga don't have to listen to me. He on level 50. He not gonna die.
Right. I'm gonna keep spending. Eventually, this nigga gonna use Scratch.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'll take my odds. Level 9
Yeah, I got all
Geodude, level 50 Charizard. Oh yeah, eat a dick.
Absolutely.
Misty, you're using Bubble from a Staryu on a goddamn Charizard.
Although I will
Charizard,
say,
use Fire Spin. All I need is Fire Spin to connect one time. You ain't gotta listen to me for the rest of the battle. You taking fucking dot damage, my guy.
Pokemon.
What's it? 3 my time? Okay.
Good old Pokemon. I think she'll like it, maybe. I don't know.
I hope so. Because she's deep into fucking Animal Crossing, so there's that.
Yeah, I refuse to participate in this raccoon communism.
Oh no, this ain't Red Moon communism, raccoon communism. This is straight up extortion by a fucking raccoon.
It's like vicious capitalism and him getting you to
Animal Crossing is life. No, it's dead ass fucking extortion.
Like, did Tom Nook see you commit a murder or something like that? Is that what happened?
I saw a mod where you can actually fatality people on Animal Crossing. However, I will split my time as I learn Pokemon.
That's funny.
No, but another thing that I wanted to talk about while we here, because I feel like it'd be a gross misstep. Shout out to motherfucking Mr. Reynolds. Rest in peace, good sir. But I feel like it'd be a misstep if we didn't talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. Or Kyle Rittenhouse.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, it's Millhouse.
Appreciate you butchering his name. It is just baffling to me how people the adultification of black children, like the way people see black children as like grown men who fought in the war and pay rent and kids and stuff like that, and they see white people, specifically white men, as just these little tiny little boys that don't know what they're doing and they were just scared and trying to defend themselves. It's so frustrating to me. It's
like I'm 6'4", right? And I went to the grocery store earlier today, and motherfucking people become uncomfortable with just my fucking existence in the same space as them. Mind you, they could be walking completely on the other side of the aisle. I could be minding my fucking business, and people look up and they see me and go, ah! So like, or they start staring. So I literally just go bark really fucking loud, or go, ah! As they fucking look at me. And it's just the craziest thing in the world. But the fact of the matter is, one, where all this shit took place at. Oh shit, I forgot you in Wisconsin. I'll do you one better, third. Where all this shit took place at, maybe 20, 30 minutes from where I stay at. If that, and that's being generous. You know what I'm saying? So, 15 to 20. Yeah, 15 to 20 minutes from where I stay at. So, like, I'm thinking about this shit. This motherfucker was from Illinois. At the time that this shit went down, he was 17. His mom drove him across state lines with a fucking assault rifle.
Yeah.
To a fucking protest. And the whole reason the protest even happened was because a black man got shot in the back by the fucking police. Unarmed. Walking towards his car. His own car. He wasn't approaching them aggressively. He was walking away. His back was turned and they fucking emptied the clip in my man back. And he didn't die. But I'm pretty sure their intent wasn't for him to live. And give a statement. You know what I'm saying? So, let's say hypothetically that this wasn't a fucking protest or a rally. But it was rioting and looting, right? It's blatant video footage of this motherfucker approaching people with this AR. Mind you, he's 17. And shooting people. And is pictures and video of him just walking past the police with this motherfucker in his hand at ease. It ain't like it's over his fucking strap and he's walking with it like it's a messenger bag. This motherfucker is at 10 and 2 walking past the police and ain't nobody stop him and say shit to him. Right? So, let's say hypothetically, they say that he was defending himself. He shot these people in self-defense. Killed 2, maimed a 3rd.
Mm.
You mean to tell me that this nigga didn't even get a gun charge?
Mm-hmm.
Like a gun charge. And a lot of people are saying it's the prosecutor's fault. They wasn't asking the right questions or anything like that. And I'm still like, yo, I seen motherfucking people go to court with their baby mama over child support. She dropped the shit and the state still pick it up. You mean to tell me you couldn't hit this 17-year-old with a fucking AR? With a bump stock, which is now illegal, with a gun charge?
Yeah.
In the middle of the summer, but this nigga talking about it was a hunting rifle. What the fuck are you hunting with a fucking AR?
In the street.
In the middle of the streets at a Black Lives Matter protest because a black man got shot in the fucking back.
Yeah,
hunting season don't start until after Labor Day in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's just.
But what the fuck are you hunting, my nigga? Are you hunting in Jurassic Park?
Right.
Like what the fuck do you need with a fucking automatic rifle?
And that's my thing.
With a half-moon clip.
Growing up just in the inner city in like not a good neighborhood, it's like it's not just that it's shooting or violent, it's the caliber of weaponry that these untrained people have access to that can deal out so much firepower. And it's like now that's not even the thing to be the most afraid of. I have to be afraid of like a white person just walking down the street knowing the police officers are going to give them every right to be terrified before they even consider the danger.
They can't third.
This is terrible.
Third said, yeah, they're going to have to go all the way with that case. Appeal, change of venue, Supreme Court. They can't because he's already been acquitted of the charges. If they try to bring it up again, it's double jeopardy.
Yeah.
They can't.
They would have to look for different charges to charge him with.
But the fact that if you and I was to ride around and we get stopped by the police for running a stop sign, right? Mm-hmm. And we got a gun, a pistol on us. Motherfuckers are going to get slapped over the head with a fucking gun charge immediately.
Oh, we'll probably be killed.
Oh, on sight. But I'm saying at the bare minimum, you're going to get hit with a fucking gun charge.
Yeah.
That's going to put you on probation at least if this is your first offense for a minimum of 5 years. But you mean to tell me that this motherfucker that came across state line to defend this country, shooting people with an AR in self-defense, can get hit with at least minimum a gun charge?
Yeah, I'm in just like peak frustration actually about it. It's usually stuff like this doesn't bother me so much. I'm kind of desensitized to it. And
that's the unfortunate aspect of it all. The fact of the matter is that you're desensitized to the fact that people that look like you and I are being killed in a common place, but when something as blatant as this go on and no type of ramifications fucking occur and nothing fucking happen.
Yeah, there's no justice. There's no consequence to any of the actions, and it shows other people who are probably more dangerous than this man that they can do whatever they want to.
Of course. You have people that's in the fucking White House, multiple presidents. Yeah. And this is not to just, dump on Trump, but this goes back further than that. Jimmy Carter, Richard Nixon, both of the Bushes, Bill Clinton, Trump, as well as Biden, refusing to acknowledge and say that the KKK is a fucking gang, that this is a fucking hate group. But you got the Black Panthers?
Yeah.
Because they in they motherfucking hood with they fucking ARs and shit. Like, I wish a nigga would come over here and try that shit. We air this bitch out. But then you got a bigger conversation to have about gun laws and gun regulation in America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that this motherfucker said that it was a hunting rifle in the middle of the fucking summer. You have to have a hunting license in order to go hunt. You can't just go outside and start shooting at random fucking animals and shit.
And even if it was, it's like, why bring it? You know? Like, what did you think you were going to do?
It's not like motherfuckers was outside of your crib marching down your fucking block like the Bud Billiken parade, and you decided to go on your porch with a motherfucking banger. Exactly. You drove across state lines with this shit. You came out with intent. You couldn't get this nigga for fucking third-degree manslaughter and intent?
It's something.
Outside of it, 2 people died and another person is maimed. And this even transpires and transcends past a black thing and a white thing. Because the people that got whacked was white people.
Yeah, there were white people, but the people that are upset about it naturally are still black people, because it's always up to black people. It's literally, it's so frustrating that people's reactions to Black Lives Matter is you're racist and you're stupid because all lives matter. It's like, we know all lives matter. We're out here trying to get justice for all lives, you know?
But the fact of the matter is that people look at Black Lives Matter as an indictment upon their fucking existence in their life because they're not black.
Exactly.
It shouldn't be predicated in a preface of saying Black Lives Matter too.
Yeah.
That shouldn't need to be a thing. It shouldn't be a back and forth in an argument.
Existence relies almost completely on subjugating someone else. If someone else's lives matter to them, immediately
they feel threatened and jeopardized, or say, and that's a warped superiority complex type of shit in itself.
Absolutely. It is. It's terrible. It's ridiculous.
Like,
man, this guy's serious.
Like, I know, right? Like, super fucking dark. Right? We was just talking about Pokemon 20 minutes ago. No, but I'm saying, like, I don't believe that it's a white person that's out there that should feel like Black Lives Matter is coming or lessening or downplaying the fact that their life exists and matters as well in whatever capacity that they see fit, right?
Exactly.
When you're looking at a situation where we have to have a month to talk and teach about people that look like us, but every other month throughout everything else is predominantly what the fuck the colonizers or the lack thereof or the sick or the sun-sickened non-melodic people has done in this fucking country. Like, it shouldn't even be a fucking argument about critical race theory. Critical race theory shouldn't have to be a fucking thing.
Yeah, critical race theory isn't a thing. It's a word made up by white people to try to scare other white people into stop talking about racism. Like, they're trying to absolve them of any responsibility in having to educate their children about what their ancestors did to ours.
And that's funny that you bring that up, because I seen a tweet on Twitter that said the same people that have a problem about critical race theory being taught in school are the same people that was out there yelling racial slurs and throwing paint, eggs, and bricks at Ruby Bridges. They're trying not to get that part of history taught to their children, their grandchildren, because they don't want to be reflected and seen and deemed in a negative light than what the fuck they are now.
And the thing is, it's not even hyperbolic. People have like examined pictures and found actual evidence that these are literally the people in the pictures doing the shit. And it's like, no wonder you literally got caught in 4K.
Science. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be ostracized in modern day technology that definitely caught your ass lacking.
And all you have to do is say I was stupid, young, and racist, and I don't hold those views anymore.
Not
And it's like,
only that, but the fact of the matter is that shit that fucking happened is just as much U.S. history as Lois, Clark, and Sacagawea.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? This shit happened here.
Yeah, it's an ignorable part of our history, and it happened. Like the idea that I guess they want to get to the point where they think black people just sprouted up from the ground in this country, happy to pick cotton,
just randomly, miscellaneously. Yes, sir. I picked the hell out that cotton. So, like,
yeah,
they're perfectly fine when black people are depicted like Samuel L. Jackson's character in Django.
Oh yeah,
but it's an issue when you have a person like Jamie Foxx's character in Django.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it anytime that you see I'm tired of it being 2021 after we've existed in the 21st century for X amount of fucking years, and we're still talking about the first black this and that.
I saw there was a show called Head of the Class, and it starred a very young Dan Schneider and Robin Givens, and they were talking about what the world would be like in the year 2038. And I was like, wow, that's not that far off, but this was like the mid 80s, so it was far for them.
Mm.
And a character mentioned, like, I hope by that point we're not still talking about the first black this or that. And I'm like, well, guess what? We're not anywhere close to that.
Nowhere near close. And the fact that that is a major headline in itself is problematic. And and I don't think that people realize how big of a gap it is between, you know what I'm saying, Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass, W.C. Handy, Percy Julian, Benjamin Banneker, Charles Drew, to now.
Yeah.
Where you had the first black scientist, the first black person that created the almanac, the black person that created the blood transfusion, to the first black president of a D1 university, which was just announced within the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was going to say some of the first blacks are shocking to me because I thought they seem to be popping up recently in black industry, and I'm like, the people weren't black before then?
But no, you have Jay-Z, Kanye, and Rihanna as the first 3 black billionaires. Like, in 2021, that is problematic.
Yeah,
especially when you have Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. By the way, Elon Musk isn't even a fucking American. He came from like South Africa or some shit like that, if I'm not mistaken.
That makes sense. They name their kids weird things like Charlize Theron and shit like that. So that
right, but I'm just saying, like,
tracks.
it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Or how about the fact that the NFL been around for forever and they've never had one black owner?
Yeah, I vividly remember when the Colin Kaepernick stuff was happening, and it was just people were talking about it. It was like, you know how much power black people would have if in the NFL if they just stuck together and said, guess what, we're not doing this shit. You need to do better.
Dog, if the fucking that's the same thing that they talk about every year with Black Friday and shit. Like the black dollar, like the black population is like 19% of America, but the black dollar is like 65% of what Christmas revenue is. Some fucking distorted, wild ass fucking figure, some shit like that is represented in this holiday shopping season. So if black people band together and not shop at Walmart, for example, on Black Friday, how much of a problematic thing that would be and how big of a dip it would be on their bottom line. But let's say all the black people don't fucking go for Black Friday.
Mm.
Them same motherfuckers that didn't go for Black Friday, the same motherfucking people that's going to turn around and give that same $20 to Walmart that fucking following Monday.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't shift anything. That's why none of these major big box corporations worry or give a fuck.
Yeah.
And then I'm living in Wisconsin. The sheer amount of fucking instances and times that I had to explain to people about what the fuck happened with the Oklahoma City bombing, or explain it to them what the fuck redlining is, or how you don't see a lot of black-owned businesses being frequented, and how they're intentionally putting their ass way the fuck out yonder to discourage and discredit what the fuck it is that they're doing so that they can't fucking thrive. It's fucking staggering. It's astonishing, actually, because they're so confined to their own space and bubble that they have no fucking idea that shit like this even exists.
Yeah, it just takes a generation. You can just look at Japan, right? Japan and their actions during World War II. They essentially, in one generation, like one cycle of parent and child rearing, completely eliminated their responsibility for what they did during World War II, to the point where now people's great grandkids, they have no idea about the atrocities Japan committed. Like, you hear stories about Japanese people going to Hawaii and having full fits about learning about Pearl Harbor because they're just not taught. Because they're just not, like, they have no idea. Like, they think Hitler is just like this cute guy from Germany who was an ally during World War II, and they lost, and that's it. And I'm like, they just have no, and it happened so quickly. And that's why it's so important to be diligent about when people bring up bullshit like critical race theory and trying to censor books and literature, academic literature, stuff like Roots, because it can happen so quickly. All it takes is one generation to not know or see, and then people start immediately denying it. You know,
Well,
hell, like Holocaust deniers and stuff like that.
Right.
Ugh.
And the fact that that it even is people that are Holocaust deniers saying, "Oh, this shit never happened. It's a hoax." It's like, what?
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
What?
Crazy,
like,
crazy.
It's a whole documented war around this shit. Like, what? Like, it's only been 2 world wars. Like, are you fucking serious right now?
Yeah, and for America's part in it, they documented it so aggressively because they said there will be people that said this didn't happen. So we have to make sure that they know.
But of course, America quintessentially is the dude with the little dick that's trying to exert big dick energy, and it's not working. Like,
I would say the opposite. I would say that they try to pretend to have little dick energy, but the might of their military force means they just swinging that shit around and they don't care who it hits.
Like, I'm just gonna, excuse me.
Yeah.
But, like, I say this because America as a country refuses to admit that we lost the Vietnam War. First thing first, we ain't had no business over in Vietnam to begin with.
Yeah, I believe that's everybody's sentiment, yeah.
Second of all, we did not win that shit at all. The Vietnamese people told us, all right, y'all bring y'all ass over here if y'all think this shit's sweet.
Yeah, and the way we treated the vets in Vietnam, too, is so terrible. Like, I do not buy into a lot of nationalistic propaganda, but one thing I do feel strongly about is taking care of soldiers, like their health, their mental health, making sure they have the resources.
I feel like if you go into the fucking military and you serve, especially during aggressive war times, you shouldn't have to worry about shit for the rest of your life.
Definitely. Because it couldn't be me. I could
like,
never
ain't no way in fucking hell we should have as many homeless vets as we do.
Yeah, I agree.
But y'all quit to throw up another fucking Walmart.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or another Chick-fil-A. Or another McDonald's. Like, You mean to tell me that y'all couldn't make a group home or like or like how the YMCA was in the 80s? Or like, you mean to tell me that y'all have these people go over here to these other foreign countries where technically they didn't do shit wrong?
Yeah.
And they're getting their life put in fucking jeopardy just being in somebody else's fucking land, in somebody else's neighborhood. And when they come back, you shake their hand, good looking out, folks, and send their ass to the fucking block. Not knowing, especially like with the Vietnam War, like the motherfuckers in Vietnam was forced to do some of the most atrocious things.
That's even in the Iraq War. It is like the thing I read most is that they just completely underestimated the amount of IEDs they were going to be dealing with.
Well, the thing is that the people in the Iraq War was trained by fucking military fucking soldiers and given guns by America, and then backed secretly behind Russia.
Yeah, I was just going to say that happens all the time. The larger nations come in, they supply these resistant fighters with weapons and training and stuff like that, and they go, well, this is the problem, you can deal with it, and then 20 years later, they're a terrorist cell.
And I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen with the Kurds. The people that was in the Middle East that was fighting against the Taliban or whatever.
Poor Kurds. I think they're still going through ethnic cleansing.
They are.
It's terrible for them.
No, but I'm just saying, if the Kurds rebound and bounce back like how the Jewish folks did, they're going to be the next motherfucking group of people in the next 15, 20 years that we're going to end up having beef with in the fucking Middle East.
I doubt it. I think they're just trying to get their homeland back.
No, but see, and this is the thing that be wilding, and like what people don't realize about American politics and government. Like, the whole reason we went over there looking for weapons of mass destruction after 9/11, which I still believe was an inside job, which gave reason for the fucking pro-war propaganda that they needed at the time. Because if they went over there trying to start shit without any type of significant event or reasoning, it wasn't no way in hell that the American people was going to back and support that shit. But because motherfuckers attacked us on our own land, now we got to go send a deck up because we can't look like pussy. But it was a coup d'etat that happened that put Saddam Hussein in power in the Middle East back in the early 90s to begin with.
I was just going to say, I think I honestly believe that Bush just got a hold of some bad intelligence. I think he really thought they were.
Bush went to war because they tried to whack his fucking daddy in the fucking in Desert Storm.
I think that's a black conspiracy theory. I think that's what we think.
Bro, they tried to whack his dad, and he's like, "Oh, y'all thought I forgot? Oh no, we back on bumpers. We on your ass."
I think he just maybe got a hold of some genuine bad intelligence. Or alternative.
Put it like this. No, I got the alternative. They put Saddam Hussein in power in the Middle East, right? They tell him, bro, you can do whatever the fuck it is that you want. You can have all the bitches. You can have all the boats. You can have body doubles. You can do all that shit. Only thing that we need is a small cut of that oil that you got coming in.
I don't even think it's that. I think
check it out. There's more. The opium, oil, whatever the fuck it is that y'all got coming in over here. We just need a cut of that shit, and you good to go. Somebody got a Saddam Hussein ear and was like, bro, we ain't gotta fuck with them American motherfuckers, dog. You got everything. They need you. Saddam was like, right, you motherfuckers need me. And America was like, wait a minute, motherfucker. We put you on. We made you who you are. Don't get shit bent. Fuck you talking about. Saddam Hussein said, fuck you. America was like, well, time to flex again. Let's put everybody else on notice about what the fuck we can do whenever the fuck we feel like it. Fuck NATO. Fuck this, what the fuck was that group, what was it, something 7? Or whatever, with the 7 nations or whatever. It was a conference or whatever they had. They like, ain't none of you niggas fucking with us. And here's why. When we decide that we want to do some shit, we gonna fucking do it. And fuck you if you believe otherwise. And Vladimir Putin was like, I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah, the cadence of which you said that was very much that TikTok of you are African American and Mark. And I'm rocking with Mark because Mark is rocking with us.
Oh yeah. But see, that's the type of shit that get me called a Marxist or a fucking keyist by the intelligent people and a communist by the lesser people. Like,
I don't even think it's that. I think with war, there's always a lot of conspiracy theories, and people have their own theories about what happened and this, that, and the other. I do not spend enough time in intelligent communities to even accurately.
Well, I like politics. I like politics, so this shit interests me. You know what I'm saying?
I like politics too, but honestly, so much stuff is happening domestically and then domestically in my own backyard that the stuff that's happening overseas, I'm like, that's somebody else's job.
Speaking of fucking politics, remember when all of these fucking Facebook political pundits didn't realize what the fuck the electoral college does? And they was talking about how this was a sham and blah blah blah, etc., etc. And I'm like, how the fuck are you trying to talk to me about politics and your ass ain't never passed 7th grade social studies? What are we doing?
I was gonna say, people. It seems like the two things I can count on in life is every 4 years somebody discovering the electoral college, and and once a year, one drop Twitter discovering that the guy from Fall Out Boy's mother is like half black.
Oh, Pete wins.
Pete wins. Two things I can count on.
Like, he's half black? What?
Right. And like I said, and it's always just one drop Twitter. I'm like, look at that man. That person. People are reacting to that child as he's white.
He made his hair emo. Like, it doesn't do that naturally. Like so many of us in the early 2000s and shit like that. He made his hair like that.
I can't relate. I didn't do that, but I hope.
When My Chemical Romance came out with the Black Parade, I definitely had emo hair for a little bit. Not gonna lie. It wasn't super long because I've never had a lot of hair. Like, I've always maintained a short haircut, but I definitely had stick straight lay down hair.
I was gonna say, although truthfully, I have no room to talk considering how much of my money Hot Topic got. So.
Man, Hot Topic definitely got a lot of, like, I'm pretty sure between you and I, Hot Topic stayed in business between 2005 to like 2009. Ye old cow lick, dead ass. I had a fucking cow lick, bro, all over though, all over.
It was just a whole thing.
Oh yeah,
but you know. It'd be like that sometimes.
One more thing. Can we talk about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith and how Jada Pinkett like ruined a great man?
No, she didn't.
She ruined this man.
No, she didn't.
She ruined him.
She was like, listen, we have an open relationship.
No, this nigga Will Smith got. He got finessed.
He didn't got. Like, that relationship was on.
He said, I rock that shit right now. I call it the Mo. Rest in peace, the Stooges. knock.
What Will Smith chose to participate in that relationship is up to him, and what he didn't is up to him.
Will Smith is the reason that the antidote, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, even exists.
That is, but here's the thing though. He knew who she was when he married her.
And let that be a lesson to y'all. Stop falling in love with hoes.
And she wasn't even a hoe. She was just having an open. She was like, I don't believe in monogamy. She was like, we could be married. I love you. This would be a partnership. But when I'm fucking, I'm fucking.
No, see,
you be fucking, you be fucking.
And see, this the thing. Lesson learned. No, and see, this the thing. I seen a fucking post on Facebook that's like, hey, ladies, dear my future whatever, wife, girlfriend, fiance, I'm here to let you know now, I am not Will Smith. I am Chris Benoit. and I fucking died. No pun intended.
But see, here's the thing, though, right? It's like
Bitch, I clap
in
all
that
of you.
in that situation, though, you kind of have to consider the fact that if you agree to the
Rest in
terms
peace,
of
me
the
choke him out.
relationship,
Mr. Choke him out.
you can't just be like mad that you got caught and you look a little foolish at the end.
But see, this the thing, right? I'm almost certain that, you know what I'm saying, Jada ain't just start doing random dicks now. Like, this
no,
ain't just happened.
Yeah, it's probably been the entire length of their relationship.
But see, this the thing. It's one thing to look like an idiot in private. It's another thing to look like an idiot in public.
Yeah, that's
and
the thing.
She decided after being married, I think they got married in like 97. She waited all this fucking time to play this boy out. Like, now you want to go public because your fucking star power is waning? Oh, Will Smith can't fuck. Will Smith ain't got great dick, but I'm telling you who did. I sucked this dick, I hopped on. That's the same lame ass shit that Superhead did when she came out with that book and was talking about all the people in the industry that she fucked on.
What she did. It was this other guy that she was messing with that was kind of stuck on her.
Oh, you talking about Superhead or Jada Pinkett?
Jada Pinkett.
Who, August Alsina?
Hmm?
You talking about August Alsina?
Is that who it was?
The one with the entanglement and all that other shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that was him, though. Like, everybody else was cool. We don't know who else Jada Pinkett Smith was fucking with.
But see, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. It'd be different if he came out and he was all enthralled with Jada and she was like, yo, my guy, it was just dick on call. Like, it wasn't even that deep, right?
That's what she did.
But if it stopped after that.
But it didn't need to stop. They had already
No, but see, the thing is that it not even so much as her stop doing random dicks. If it stopped being publicized that she was doing random dicks.
And here's the problem. People keep talking about her and these random dicks. Are we really assuming that Will Smith was not sleeping with any other women?
Well, he went on the record, and I can only go off of the word of the person and what the fuck they saying. Jada Pinkett Smith went on the record and said she was out here doing random dicks, right? Will Smith went on the record and was like, I wasn't out here smashing these bitches. So if we gotta believe her, we gotta believe him until otherwise proven. Ain't nobody else came out and said, yeah, I smashed Will Smith. We've been speculating that Jada Pinkett Smith was smashing Tupac since the early 90s. And he did, so we can't confirm that.
But what the problem, though, is Will Smith has not said that he hasn't smashed anybody. He said that
she ain't said that she ain't said that he smashed any other bitch either. It'd be different if she went, all right, I did these 3 dicks because he fucked this bitch. She realized the fucking pull and the attention that she got off of the fact that she smashed August Alsina.
Double standard where people are trying to call her a hoe when the truth is, all Will Smith has said is that he felt uncomfortable with the hoeing. Not that he didn't participate, just that he did.
So at what point? So you mean to tell me that ain't no celebrity pundit, for lack of better wordings, never asked him, oh, so you mean to tell me? Like, it was speculation that he was smashing Margot Robbie. When they did that, I mean...
Will Smith and Margot Robbie, that is not speculation. They fucked.
I mean, if I was in Will Smith's position and you're looking at Margot Robbie, would you blame him?
But that's what I'm saying.
Especially if you know that your wife out here doing random dicks and Margot Robbie is over here throwing the pussy at you. You mean to tell me that you wouldn't take the water?
It's kind of placing Jada Pinkett in this space where she's a hoe and Will Smith is a victim. There's no victim. They were in that marriage together. Their marriage is what it was.
So it's definitely some undefined, you know what I'm saying, information that was there. Like, okay, so you know that your wife out here doing random dicks and you love her more than her out here doing random dicks hurting you. So you stuck it the fuck out. So I'm not sitting here saying that Will Smith is the complete victim in this situation. because he could have fucking elected to bounce a long time ago. He didn't even have to marry her because he said on the record that she was out here trying to do random dicks and I stuck around. So, like, he's not the victim in this situation. I never said he was the victim. I'm talking about the fact that she ruined this man.
She didn't ruin him. That's what I'm saying. No one got ruined. They were in that marriage together. That's their relationship. There's no ruin. There's no hurt black man anywhere here.
Man, this motherfucker. Did you see the interview when it was just him and Jada at the red table? And this man, you see his soul shatters.
Because that young ass nobody came out here talking bullshit. That's the problem.
And she fucking confirmed every bit of it though. And I mean, I'm pretty sure part of it was like, damn, I feel betrayed. But a bit of him got to be like, yo, I should have smashed that bitch when I had the opportunity to. If that's what the fuck we doing.
It was like a well-known secret that the Smiths had an open marriage for decades. This isn't new information. Nobody was shocked except for black dudes.
Yeah, black dudes was because like, yo, you out here dead ass looking like a fucking goofy on purpose.
Because black dudes don't follow celebrity gossip often.
That's true too. Like, and I think that I think a lot of this also has to do with the fact that non-traditional relationships are becoming more and more of a commonplace thing. I mean, we've talked about relationships and relationship status and our beliefs when it comes to traditional monogamy as well.
Yeah, but I was going to say it's not only that relationship, non-standard or non-monogamous relationships are becoming more standard. They are becoming more equal to men and women. So like this relationship, the amount of people that have this fury towards Jada Pinkett Smith, if it was Will Smith doing it and she was a faithful wife, they would not have that same issue.
They definitely wouldn't have that same energy if Will Smith was out here just smashing random bitches.
Yeah.
Definitely. So it's definitely an unequated false bias that's been presented into the world because there's women out here that's encouraging and empowering this bitch.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
which, for the record, is no different than the city girls out here talking about they scamming and fucking niggas just for bread. Whatever.
Well, see, I think city girls are different in that a scam is happening in the context of the music and the canon of the song. With Jada and Will, that was just a marriage that had rules of which we are not very privy to. But one thing we do know is that they were free to pursue, at the very least, sexual relationships with other people.
But see, I think that with me personally, the problem that I'm having with Jada specifically is the fact that if you've been out here and y'all had this agreement since the beginning, right? Mm. You've been out here doing random dicks all this fucking time. And until August Alsina busted your ass out because this nigga fell in love with the pussy, your ass ain't say shit. Now you realize that this shit is generating buzz and attention around your name because let's be honest, she ain't the greatest actress in the world. In the 90s, she wasn't being talked about as the bitch that motherfuckers wanted to smash. It was Nia Long.
It definitely was Nia Long.
I don't remember anybody saying, bro, I fucked the shit out of fucking Jada Pinkett Smith. Not one time did I hear motherfuckers bring her name up. But Nia Long? Oh, motherfuckers are going. They fuck up their whole goddamn life for her. Especially back in when she was in her prime. But what I'm saying is that she's not as big of a fucking celebrity in the name as Will Smith. Never was. So now that you're seeing that this type of bullshit is getting you some type of buzz around your name and you're not just Will Smith's wife. Because let's face it, Jada to Will Smith is like Ray J to fucking Brandy.
See, I don't think that's true. I don't believe...
Bullshit!
Well, I do believe it's true that obviously he has more star power than she does. That's undeniable. But I don't think she cared, you know?
Until she realized that her stories about her doing random dick is boosting her fucking profile.
But it wasn't boosting her profile.
Dog, it definitely... Her name, nobody was paying attention to them red table talks like that until she got busted fucking with that young cat August.
But that's
Now
what I'm
all of
saying.
a sudden she getting endorsements. Now it's spinoffs with Gloria Estefan and her fucking family doing red table talks in Spanish. And the only reason I know that this shit exists is because I got fucking Hispanic people at my job watching this shit.
Yeah, but that isn't. That very likely was in the works way longer than
What's
the
that?
time
What
it
is?
took the Red Table Talk spinoff.
No, she had red table talks and shit like that. Oh, you talking about with Gloria Estefan?
Yeah, I'm
But
like,
I'm saying in it no, because the Gloria Estefan red table talks, that shit is new. That shit just happened. It spawned off of the fact that the fucking red table talks was booming. You're not gonna get a spinoff on a show that's fucking lame and nobody is fucking watching.
but it wasn't lame. It was like 3 seasons in before this happened.
And her
That's what I'm
shit
saying.
blew the fuck up after that shit. That's like
But
me going to fight somebody at an offline event, then all of a sudden the Assorted Fuck started busting and doing numbers as a fucking podcast.
No, that's not the same thing.
It is.
Because
It's
no,
some
it's not, because
controversy being generated around one of the people that's on the fucking show. Now all of a sudden everybody is eating off of that fucking boom. It's the exact same thing with Kim K. Kim K and her family with the Kardashians been living that fucking life for the longest. It wasn't until Kim K sucked the dick that people start paying attention to the rest of the fucking family. Well, sucked the dick and was recorded. Because I'm pretty sure she was sucking random dick.
That's a completely different situation.
You don't think that this shit was on purpose?
That's what I'm trying to say. The Red Table Talk was already a success. It was already doing numbers. It wasn't what you're describing. You're describing something that didn't exist. It was already popular.
I don't know.
It got brought to y'all attention because y'all weren't paying attention to stuff like that. It got brought to y'all attention after the Will Smith thing.
But see, this is what I'm saying. The shit had a niche audience until she got busted. Now that shit is mainstream information. Dog, it was if it was a small pocket of fucking people that was fucking with that shit, dog, it and compared to the masses of people that's on fucking Facebook every day versus the percentage of people that watch the table talk, you can't sit up here and say that before this shit happened that it was more than 10% of the people that was fucking with that bullshit.
Absolutely more than 10% of the people that was fucking with that bullshit. It wouldn't have gotten as many seasons as it had before then if it hadn't. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, like, I'm saying it had a niche audience.
It wasn't niche. It was a straight out success. It was just a success.
It wasn't no. You saying that after she got busted with Buddy that her shit didn't fucking double in numbers?
Of course it doubled the numbers because people was talking about Will
because
Smith
it went from a fucking niche audience to fucking mainstream audience.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't niche. It was just a success. You keep downplaying her success. You don't need to do that. Because
in comparison, she isn't successful. Nobody knew the mainstream pathos didn't have no idea what the fuck the Red Table Talk was until that shit happened, dog.
Like she did it on purpose to embarrass him to boost herself up. That's not what happened.
She did. No, she did it. She didn't fucking say that she smashed August with the intent to embarrass Will Smith. Everything that happened consequently after that shit, and she realized the type of buzz that she was generating because of it, is what the fuck happened. Now all of a sudden you telling old wives hotels.
Like she spent it off into this thing where she was using it, this hurt to Will Smith to boost her profile. That's not what happened.
That's exactly what the fuck she's doing now.
No, it's not.
you telling me about dicks you did in 2002? Isn't just to boost your profile because of the fucking buzz that you generated because of the last fucking random dick you did? So you mean to tell me you wait till 2021 to tell me about a dick you did in 2002? Why? Why is that relevant and pertinent now?
It's relevant and pertinent now because sometimes it takes time to create.
It's relevant and pertinent now because of the fucking buzz that she got off of the last dick that she did. Nobody was checking for fucking Jada Pinkett Smith in the mainstream media until she started fucking talking about her doing big dick.
You're taking this the wrong way. Mm-hmm. The amount of time you're saying dick.
No, I'm talking about. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this shit did strike a nerve based off of Jasmine.
It definitely struck a nerve based off
But
of a lot of things that happened to you between 16 and 24, I would say.
science. But it doesn't take away or change the fact that she fucking got a lot of publicity off of the fact that she's paying attention to damn. Now everybody paying attention. I guarantee you it was motherfuckers that was of a younger generation that had no idea who the fuck she was. Until that shit happened.
You can say that about any celebrity though. Like there are people that don't know who Madonna.
Yes! It's people that was releasing. Remember after the Kim K sex tape blew the fuck up? How many fucking random celebrity sex tapes came the fuck out? Like now all of a sudden Paris Hilton is out here sucking dick on camera? Word?
Well, see, this is the perfect example. You're misattributing things. Paris Hilton's came out first, and it was assault. You know, she tried to have it blocked, and she couldn't because she didn't have the physical copy of it.
So like she was a victim of revenge porn.
Yeah, after exactly. It was
and then she monetized the shit, and she been living fat off of that shit.
Her mother monetized it for her.
You talking about Paris Hilton or Kim Kardashian?
Paris Hilton.
Oh, okay.
She kind of, Kathy Hilton has kind of guided her to a certain amount of success with it, so she can get something out of this horrible thing that happened to her. Kim Kardashian just made a sex tape. She was like, if Paris can do it, I can do it. I have a fatter ass. So
no, but like, Kim Kardashian's sex tape came out before Paris Hilton's did.
No, it didn't.
Really?
Paris Hilton years before. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Everything you're saying is applicable to the Kardashians.
I don't know about that. Let me hit the Google machine.
Jada Pinkett Smith, because her, I think it's more of it's a more likely scenario to me based off of the conversations that I've seen them have. I have no idea how edited the Red Table Talks are, but it seems to me she wasn't riding any type of wave. She was just trying to take some accountability. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like some things are a matter of
3 years after Paris Hilton's came out. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, so some things are a matter of perspective, right? So from your perspective, Jada Pinkett Smith is this nothing star who's just, as you like to say, fucking random dick. But that's not necessarily the truth, right? It's, to me, much more likely that this was an attempt to, one, defend her husband in some weird...
Defend him how? Will Smith out here looking like a goofy right now, in my opinion. And most of the people that I talk to that are males are inconsistent with that.
Most of the black men.
Fair enough.
There's an element of misogyny here that I think cannot be ignored, right?
How so?
So think back of everything you said over the past 5 minutes, and if you don't find a problem with it, I need you to go back into therapy.
I'm still actively doing therapy, but I'm trying to figure out what was misogynistic about me saying that Jada Pinkett Smith was out here doing random dicks.
It's not necessarily the phrasation; it's the tone.
Oh, because I called her a bitch?
No, that's it. That's what I said. It's not the phrasation of the verbiage. You and a lot of black men have this kind of misogyny simmering under the surface.
Okay.
Where you seem to have this problem with women in general, right? Like a good way to get on your bad side is for a woman to have an opinion you don't agree with, right?
I don't think that is gender specific when I disagree with an opinion.
It's definitely gender specific in some cases. That's what I say. It's not. You're not going around.
I don't think. Okay, so give me another example of me looking at a woman's ideology that I disagree with, in a sense that it would be coming across as misogynistic.
Comment, literally any Facebook comment. A woman says anything, if you disagree with it especially from the perspective of a man, it goes into a whole thing.
No, because I do other dudes like that as well. I think that it's one of them type of situations where it's a false equivalency. Because if I see anybody's opinion that I disagree with, I'm coming at your ass very abrasively and aggressively because that's my default nature in a lot of those circumstances and situations. I think that it is blown more so out of proportion because of how coarse I can be when it comes to a woman. But wouldn't you think that would... Mm-hmm.
That's not how coarse you are, because you are equally as coarse with men and women.
Right.
It happens with women a lot more often.
Because I feel like that's a subjective statement in itself, and I fucking hate that I even said that. Let me retract that. But I think that it's a lot more women that spew shit. And again, we talked about this as well, that if you're not of that gender community, it's only so much that your opinion can actually hold significant weight. So like, as a man, for example, right? Mm-hmm. I can have my stance and my ideologies and my viewpoints when it comes to abortion, but I can never fully give an informed opinion because I've never been in a situation where me as a man physically carried a life and then I had to get an abortion. Like, that's something that I can never experience as a man. So like, in that regard, it's only so much that my opinion will hold weight on. Most of the time when I'm disagreeing with a woman and it comes off as pure venom, it's because they're speaking on the perspective of something that they can't never fucking identify as. Like, you can't say what is what as a fucking black father when you as a woman can never be a father. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the problem. The problem is men and women's perspectives do not hold the same weight in society. So
I can agree with that. And that's another problem when we still have first women X, Y, and Z in 2021. Let's not lose the message on the fact that we still have first black X, Y, and Z, but we also still have first women X, Y, Z. The fact of the matter is that we are in 2021 and still have never had a woman president.
Yeah, all of that is true. But with women versus men's perspectives, the male perspective is forced, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not quite the same thing on a macro level to say that a man can never understand a woman's perspective or a woman can never understand a man's perspective, because the men's perspective often, and I'm not saying all men, and I'm not saying in all sectors, but often, and most often throughout history, the male perspective is the default perspective that even women have to go through.
Correct. I can agree with that.
So women often can speak on something that you wouldn't think they would be able to because they're not a man. Not all the time, not with everything.
No, but I agree with that assessment that you just stated. But in the same instance, I'm talking about specifically towards me when it comes to women, and it comes across in that manner, or like in the instances where you say it can be like a tinge of an undertone of misogyny. It's not from a misogynistic standpoint or even a chauvinistic standpoint. It's more so from a perspective that you can't put yourself in these shoes because you don't have a higher level of testosterone than estrogen, or you're never been in a situation where you can speak for a black father or a deadbeat father for whatever instance when you are not a father, when you're not going through that specific man's everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say that. I think I have a bigger issue with generalized statements more than a specific statement. So don't say that all black, or you don't say that all men are shit. Say that all men that you've dealt with ain't been shit. And then I can't dispute that, because if I've never fucked with you, then I can't say anything.
Before in here, you're kind of like you
contrarian,
these kind of hypocritical contrarian statement. So you don't like general statements, but most
then I'll turn around and make a generalized statement.
Yeah, you don't like general statements. Most people don't know who Jada Pinkett Smith is. Most of the people I talk to feel this. Everybody thought, so it's like
But see,
you.
that's why I try to preface a lot of these statements with everybody that I talk to feel this way. Because it's not a generalized statement at that point. This is based off of the consensus of the people that I have interacted with.
But that's still a generalized statement, though. You're not speaking with any specificity.
It is if I'm telling you the specificity is the people that I've talked to. If I poll the people that I talk to, then that's directly where my results are coming from.
But that's still a consensus, though. That's still a general statement. That's a consensus. You see what I'm saying?
No. I see what you're saying, but in the same instance, I don't feel like that's applicable in that situation because this is based off of the pocket of people that I talk to, not the people that's in China.
Yeah, but you can't have different rules for you that are different from everybody else.
It's
You see what I'm saying?
definitely yes. I mean, it becomes a battle of semantics at that point because I feel like if I say that all the women that I fucked with up until my most recent relationship has been bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
that is a lot different than me saying that all women are bullshit. Or a relationship with a woman is bullshit.
Well, see, that's different though. You're speaking with much more specificity. That's
And,
all women that
and what
I
I'm trying to get
personally
you to
dated,
understand is that
not
if you
most
see,
people.
but this is what I'm trying to get you to understand. If you see me having vitriol, that word that's definitely got to be the word of the day, vitriol. But if you see me speaking with vitriol towards a woman, it's more or less coming from a place of them saying a generalized statement.
But that's
I'm not getting
not.
into it with the woman that says that her baby daddy specifically ain't shit because
It's not
that's
the
your baby daddy.
vitriol. It's not the vitriol. Is why I say it. It's like I
Mm.
said. You are as venomous to men are you as to women. That you are an equal opportunity.
Everybody get
People,
old ladies, babies, koala bears, kangaroos, and everybody in between getting that shit.
I would say you are absolutely the Rock Lee. These words are for everyone in tongue lashing. Men, women, children, ages, races, everybody can get it, right?
Mm.
I say it because with women specifically, right? When you say things, your attitude changes. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You are,
I guess I get defensive in those regards because again, it's a generalized blanket statement when that's not fair.
it's
And I
not
think
even
that because it comes across that way.
blanket statement, it's literally, and I've noticed this for quite a few years actually.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to bring it up years ago because I was kind of worried about you actually, because it seemed like you were having these very kind of specific, like laser focused opinions on. And now that I'm thinking of it in hindsight, it's probably because of problems that you had with your marriage.
Mm.
And things were probably kind of coming out in the only way that they could safely come out.
Mm.
Now that I'm thinking about it now,
I mean, it
but
was definitely I can agree with that to an extent because it was definitely a moment where I was definitely on my virtual soapbox speaking
yeah,
about interracial relationships animately. And I think that is one of them type of situations that people speak more boisterous from situations that they can agree and identify with. Like granted, I've always championed interracial relationships because it's like it's way
why
too
would
many shitty ass fucking people in the world to limit your pool of who you can be with in a successful capacity, right?
yeah,
But I think that because I was proactively in a interracial relationship at the time, that it came across a lot more abrasive and crass than it did in previous years before.
mm,
And I think that that transpires and transverse in a lot of other instances where you see me talking more animately about.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not going to go like as far as the abortion thing go, right? I am very much so do whatever the fuck works for you type of person. I'm never gonna say, oh, you got an abortion, that was the wrong decision, you could have did X, Y, and Z. Maybe you know better than anybody else that, yo, I'm gonna do this because I know for a fact that I'm gonna be a shitty fucking parent. I can barely take care of myself. I can't cook the water that is necessary for me to boil rice type shit. I would be a lousy, horrible parent. So that's why that was the basis of my decision. I'm gonna say, hey, you know what? That's you. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that would be the end of it. But I think that when it comes to a situation where it's a woman that's saying all men ain't shit, that hits a little different for me because it's like, one, not only am I a man, but that was something that I got told before. And it's like, wait a minute, motherfucker. And I said motherfucker specifically like that because I wanted to put emphasis on the statement of how much of a switch it is from me talking in my normal vernacular to me addressing this situation at hand. Because it's like, wait, you're over here saying that all men ain't shit, but you have very poor decision-making skills. You can't put that on the man that you chose was a fucking know-nothing ass nigga. You can't sit up here and take the motherfucker that's blatantly the street nigga and get mad when he do street nigga shit and then try to put that blanket statement on all men in general because you don't have a dick. That's a problem to me. And I think that that's part of why it comes across more me being attentive to those type of statements versus something that I feel strongly about. If that makes sense.
Kind of. A little. But
I'm not misogynistic.
Well,
for those that is watching, I'm not misogynistic. I have extreme prejudice with my misanthropy. It's what sadistic is getting to.
I was just gonna say I don't think you hate women.
No, I don't.
But I do. There's I think on some level there's like I don't trust white people to decide what is racist, you know, or straight people to decide what is and isn't homophobic.
Right.
In the same way that.
Can we come up with another name for fucking of homophobic or transphobic? Can we come up with another, you know, word to describe that?
We can't. It's academic now.
And that's a problem because like phobia is a fear. That's the Latin definition of phobia, fear. And when you attach it as a suffix to a word, it's the fear of whatever the prefix is.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that's transphobic or homophobic that's afraid of trans people or gay people.
The way people are afraid of spiders.
Right. Like arachnophobia, I get that. You are afraid of spiders. That is, right. I've never seen somebody that's seen two dudes kissing and go, ah, I'm terrified. Like I've never seen it. Or, oh my God, you have a dick. Ah. Although that might be a real life thing.
I was just gonna say, I think
like if you didn't know and you find out you're about to get, you know what I'm saying, busy, and she would like whip out a dick bigger than yours, and it's like, oh, that's terrifying. like what are you doing? Like, oh, you're going to. I did not understand that you're going to penetrate me. You might be afraid of that.
I was just gonna say Persephone picking.
Persephone turning Hades into a power bottom is apparently part of the ethos now.
I think they're probably both switches.
And you want to know what makes that even more so believable as far as canon is the fact that this is Greek mythology, and everybody that knows about Greek mythology knows that motherfuckers was out here wilding.
They really discovered like G-spots in the anus and was like, oh, absolutely,
go crazy. Wait, that incident happened this summer. Wait, you ran into a situation with a woman that had a dick bigger than yours, third, and it kind of scared you? Or she whipped out a dick bigger than yours and tried to tell you that you were going to be penetrated? Which incident are you referring to, sir?
I would say both of those sound
equally scary. Well, no,
not
that's not
above
equal.
board.
That's not equally scary. Because whipping the dick out and realizing that your dick is bigger than mine, while that might cause a certain trauma, um, I don't think that a dick being presented to you is as fucking scary as this dick being penetrating you. Like knowing that this is gonna penetrate you. Fuck you. I was living at a motel. Wait, what does you living at a motel have to do with the dick being presented to you and potentially fucking you? I am
Right.
confusion.
What is going on?
I don't know. He said that incident happened, then he said, F you, I was living at a motel.
Right.
So did this transpire next door to your room? Or was this something that you lived firsthand? That's where the confusion is coming in at.
Or do you mean to imply that lots of transsexual people just live in motels?
Right, like I am confusion. like I am lost here.
It's always those 3-hour podcasts that
Right.
get wild.
Oh, that happened to you firsthand. So you went to the motel and she whipped the dick out and thought that she was going to fuck you. Is that what you're saying? Or is it the dick was presented and you said, nah, I'm out? Like, did it get to the part where it's like, oh yeah, took that thing off, big fella. My name's Bernard and I came in hard. Is drugs involved? I don't want to fuck up your channel. Oh, dog.
Oh,
You good.
okay.
I don't think that after Otaku was on the fucking stream commentating with me talking about motherfuckers sucking nut out of the chick that he bust in, I don't think that there's anything that you can say that's going to get my shit clapped any fucking harder. At any given point in time, either one of these two can equally cause my shit to get clapped. So I think you're okay.
Apparently, it's economical. I don't know what's going on in his life, but you know,
Well, you talking about in Third Life or mine?
his, not yours. But when have you done that?
I've never had that happen, so. I mean, I'm pretty sure if that was to ever transpired at any point in time of my life, you would have been one of the fucking first people I've asked, like, dog, she pulled out a motherfucking thing and said, I'm going to get you, and I ran. Like, that definitely would have been a story.
The police, the consent seems dubious at best.
It is definitely a sketchy situation because it's like at that point, and oh, boom, another false equivalency and double standard. At that point in time, do you file like a police report to say that you was raped after the fact that you consented to the shit? Like, does the same ramifications happen to this said person? I'm in the room and she whipped it out and was like, nah, you get a charge extra and dipped. Wait, what? So wait, so you had a woman of the adult entertainment variety and charging expenses and then tried to charge you extra because you wasn't informed that this person had a dick. That is false advertisement.
And I was gonna say you do in fact file the rape charge because you can say no at any time.
Not only that, but like, okay, like let's say hypothetically I'm fucking with a woman that is of the streets, you know what I'm saying, man, for the party favors, quote unquote party favors. Okay, let's just call it what it is, right? This is a sex worker, and you approach said sex worker, and they project and appear as a woman, and you say, okay, I'm down. And all of a sudden, it's time to get down. And it was like, oh, you thought I was charging 40, but because I came with extra equipment, now it's 65. I feel like you was bamboozled and had at that point. Like, well, give me the option to charge for the extra equipment. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to say, financially, that is absolutely a bamboozle.
That is definitely, that is a con and a sham. Like, I was under the impression that I was paying $45 for pussy. I did not know that it was an upcharge for dick included. What the fuck?
Yeah, it should be a flat rate for the person, not for the various pieces of equipment.
And it's not like this was optional. Like, you can't take your dick on and off unless it was one of those things that you purchased. Clearly, this is a real dick. This was here. And it was like, yo, what the fuck? You knew that you was coming with this shit. That's like the fucking, that's like the firefighters coming to put out a fire and they're charging you extra because they came with like a special organic fire extinguisher. Like, I did not ask you for the organic shit. I just wanted the fire out. What the fuck?
Charging you to like extinguish per room.
Right. Like, what the fuck is this? Man, I knew my life wasn't real when that shit happened. The only sex workers in that motel was trans. Okay. So did you know that it was only trans sex workers at this motel? Because I feel like that was something that, like, if you didn't know that it was only trans sex workers at this motel, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so you didn't know. Okay. Oh. So was like price discussed before or after? Because like, if you tell me and I just approach you and you're a sex worker and I know that you're a sex worker and I'm trying to solicit you for work, and now you get back to the room and it's like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention it's a dick tax. I'm going to be pissed.
It definitely feels super not above board. Also, taxes? Come on now.
Right? Oh, we talking about Texas as a whole, or we're talking about dick's tax in this specific circumstance? I served them some yay, and I wasn't interested in the freaky deaky. Okay. And okay, so can we talk about the fact of how people, or specifically women, are over here trying to fuck the damn drug dealers for fucking discounts?
Okay, so I know you just said you weren't a misogynist, but
this is specifically based off of what the fuck he said. Because I've never heard of a dude trying to go and suck the weed man's dick for an extra $5 off for fucking OZ. But I know several women that has tried that shit.
Gay people love weed. It's got to be happening.
No. Well, you know what? I can't sit. You know what? You're probably absolutely correct. Because I can't believe that in the NFL, for example, like this is what the fuck was Buddy name? Sam Smith, I want to say. Some years back, he was like the first openly gay NFL player or whatever the fuck the case may be. You're not going to convince me that all of these fucking dudes, it's like 53 people per NFL team. You mean to tell me statistically that it's not at least 4 gay people on each team?
Well, here's the reality about minorities. The truth is most people are straight, you know?
It's a spectrum. Yeah. And it's very seldom that you have a person that's like 100% ultra fucking straight.
Oh yeah, that's hello. The internet called me a bisexual hoe earlier.
But I'm just saying, like, and again, that goes into a whole separate conversation about comfortability with your sexuality.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And the stigma that's associated and attached specifically in the black community. Well, not even specifically, because I know about the black community being a black man in the black community, but I don't know how that shit goes in the white community or whatever, or the Hispanic community or the Asian community or whatever the fuck the case may be. I don't know anything about that in depth, but I know about the stigmas just having conversations with my friends that are on the bisexual to gay spectrum of the sexuality spectrum and the type of bullshit that they dealt with just existing and breathing air like the next person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just calling out the balderdash that goes along with professional sports in specific, and how it's 53 people, for example. I think it's 53. I want to say there's 53 people per NFL team. Well, you got offense, defense, and special teams, and then like the practice squad or whatever is probably more than that. But statistically, it's fucking impossible to not have more gay people in the fucking NFL.
Yeah.
It's just not feasible.
Hundreds of people in the league altogether, is definitely some stuff happening.
It's definitely more gay people than fucking people just not fucking saying shit about it, because quite frankly, it ain't none of the goddamn people business. If I'm a goddamn defensive tackle, I'm a defensive end, or I'm a linebacker, as long as I hit the motherfucker I'm supposed to hit when I'm supposed to hit him, who gives a shit if I'm like, you know what I'm saying, doing dicks on the weekend when I'm not on the football field? Now I'm a $1 million dude that's out here hitting people hard and then turn around and hitting people hard.
I was going to say what called Madness earlier a sassy breeze.
Oh yeah, Win Madness? Oh yeah. I call SBO my zesty bestie.
Zesty bestie and sassy. I was just going to say if they're out here being sassy breezes.
But I'm not going to say that to any random fucking gay dude or some shit like, oh, you're just the sassiest of breezes. That is something tailored specifically towards Win Madness.
I
You
know
know,
because of the Win Madness, but it sounds so on point.
oh, what, calling him a sassy breeze?
The sassiest of breezes.
Especially because he's from the South as well. So, like, that
Right.
just, like, plays into the part of fucking Gone with the Wind perfectly.
Gone with the Win Madness. I'm telling you, all
Yeah,
sexual.
that is definitely something that's in the works. Longer than what the fuck it should have been, but it's definitely in the works. But, like, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me at all. I'm mad for you, Third, because you got charged extra because this motherfucker came and told your ass that batteries were not included. And surprise, I got batteries for you.
Yeah,
That's not fair.
Surprise with extra charges, you know.
Like, oh yeah, it's an upcharge. Like it's cheese or something. Oh, you want a different cheese or you want to add another cheese to it? That's another 50 cents. Like, what the fuck?
I was going to keep it as sex workers. It was like, can you imagine having a prostitute and her charging like per titty?
Like, oh yeah, this titty is prorated.
You know?
Like, yeah, the titties are prorated, but the ass? Oh, that's an upcharge.
Right.
Like, I can, okay, let's keep it with sex work. Like, if it's just regular vaginal intercourse, I can see how that is a flat rate. But if you wanted to do anal, I can see how that's an upcharge.
Same.
That makes sense.
Also, that's how it works in porn too, I believe.
I'm sure.
I think actresses get paid a lot more money for their first anal scene, which is why they take a long time to do it.
It's like the Memoirs of a Geisha thing, where you're waiting out to cash out on your fucking virginity or whatever the case may be. That's sensible. But you can't charge somebody something that you came with that I was unaware of. That's bullshit.
You might not even want.
Right, that you didn't even know. But I guess it was one of them type of things that it was under the presumption that, hey, you're here, it's only us here. Clearly you came here, so we know without it being stated that this is what you came for.
To a whole thing, because not all trans women look trans.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. It is definitely some very, very motherfucking passable trans women that are out here that are just downright beautiful. That if they didn't whip out a dick, you probably wouldn't have known they had one.
Yeah, Trace Lysette. Gorgeous.
Who the fuck is that?
Google it. TRACEYSSETTE.
No, you said a lot of fucking letters like Trace.
Google should probably catch it, like Trace Lysette. So
okay.
ELY. Yep.
I don't know. This one kind of looks mannish.
You think?
A little bit.
I feel like she looks very feminine.
It's the jawline. Like if it was from the like shoulders on down until you get to them hands. Goddamn. No, but like from like from under the clavicle on down, I can see that. But then you look at the face and it's like, you look a little dudeish. But then again, it's a lot of androgynous women that's out there too. Well, androgynous people in general.
Yeah, that's true. I was going to say, as far as her hands go, in fairness, she is apparently something of a fighter. So,
I mean,
I went to high school with this girl. Her name was Tasha. She had knuckles like a boxer. And she got into a fight like the first week of school. We thought she was going to kill this other girl. We had to, like, dudes had to pull her off of the other girl.
Wait. That motherfucker looking like Hustle Man with a wig. Okay, so you knew what the fuck was up then, Third. If you're saying that she looking like Hustle Man with a wig, and don't get me wrong, I've seen some ugly ass motherfucking women, and I tell people this shit all the time. Milwaukee probably has the biggest concentration of fucking ugly people per square mile I've ever seen in any fucking location I've ever been in my fucking life. I've never seen more ugly people in Milwaukee than I've ever seen anywhere else on this fucking planet.
I was blowing out my candle when you said that to him, and the smoke went completely down my esophagus.
No, I'm just saying, if this motherfucker is looking like Hustle Man with a wig, Third, you knew exactly what time it was. But that doesn't justify. No, I'm reading the chat.
That could have stayed in the chat. I could have died.
I mean, you knew what time it was, Third. But that still doesn't justify the fucking upcharge, though. Like, don't surprise me with a hidden fee later on down the line and shit like this is US Cellular or some shit. Like now I got to dispute the charge.
That's what I'm focused on as well. The trying to upcharge it. That vape was loud. That sounded like a sizzle. It's not gonna explode, is it?
Nah. I'm trying to tell you I did, but I was in the room serving Herm. Then out of nowhere, he hit me with the what's to do it. Wait, so you was over there serving this fucking person, and wait, how the fuck does that work? I'm over here selling you weed and you charge me? I left and I said I'm charging you extra from now on. That's not how fucking commerce works. I don't give you a good and you charge me for it. Like, what the fuck you think this is? eBay or something, motherfucker? Like, how the fuck? Yeah, I'm stupefied. I think that's a good. We did this shit for 3 hours. I think that's a good point to leave off on.
At this point, I feel like the saga is just going to take more twists and turns. I wish we had gotten to this particular part earlier because
right, man, Herm whipped out that thing. It's a pain and suffering charge now, dog. This nigga just hit his ass with the people court logistics. Yo, anything you want to tell the we're done. We're done now. Anything you want to tell the people before we get the fuck out of here, man?
No, I think we're good, but that is a nice hat.
Oh, thank you. Courtesy of Pastry Goddess.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. As always, it is your favorite drunk. I gotta put that in parentheses now since I'm a lush.
You cannot be an alcoholic.
Yeah. Well, he called me both. He said I was a drunk, a lush, and I need to stay off the sauce.
I mean,
you ain't my doctor, bitch. Fuck you.
I would say you would have to change your whole intro and outro.
I mean, I could just leave that part off.
Could you? It has a certain cadence and flow, though. You got to go with the rhythm.
Plus, that's what got me my notoriety.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it. Whether I'm drunk or not, fuck you. Eat a dick. Get in line for the fan club, bitch.
I would say you get charged extra for it.
Right, because apparently I get a pain and sufferance charge, word to third. But as always, it is your favorite drunk commentator on Twitch, the mayor of mid-tiers, Dr. Doom's evil doppelganger, telling you to look both ways before you cross the street. Say no to drugs unless it's your trusted drug dealer. And in the case of third, I'm not accepting that dick tax. Look both ways before you cross the street. Say no to drugs. Monday. Drink more water, especially in the wake of what the fuck happened in Astro World. Stay hydrated. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. Peace.